Okay, that was a good introduction. That's a good start. Let's get into it. Chino the Penguin here. Welcome back. Welcome everybody. It's not usually a day I stream. Today's Thursday, so that's pretty crazy. I was actually thinking about streaming today, because it was a work from home day for me, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm feeling it. And then I go into Steam today, and I see that, oh shoot, PowerWash Simulator is out. I didn't realize it was coming out today, and so no-brainer, you know? I played the original PowerWash Simulator. I did not stream it. I played it back when I didn't have a PC, and this was on the Xbox. I'm sure it's going to be pretty similar, if not exactly the same in terms of controls. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited. I love PowerWash Simulator. It was a great game. So it was just nice and calming. I feel like this is going to be one of those games that's going to be a lot of me talking, because honestly, there's really not that much for me to do other than cleaning, kind of similar to Truck Sim. Pretty similar to Truck Sim, both simulator games. A lot more talky, a lot less other. But there'll still be gameplay, and apparently the story is actually pretty dang good from the limited amount of stuff that I read about this game, so that's pretty exciting. We'll get into that. But yeah, let's dive right into it, shall we? Get into the gameplay. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Get into it. PC game. Okay, I was a little bit worried. Game audio. I think that should be, hold on. Hello, controller. Controller no working no more. Interesting. Controller. Okay, maybe not. Oh. Okay, I think the audio is good. Test. Equipment. Well, then again, this is probably later down the line. Okay. Okay, yeah, we got the standard stuff. Yep, I remember this from the last game. Yep. So I don't have enough money for any of this. What is this? A head. Once. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I could change the outfits too. I mean, I already kind of knew that, but yeah, it's cosmetic stuff I need to buy. Oh, I can change your van. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn. Change washer styling. Hell yeah. I'm sure, yeah, I'm gonna have to get money and also do jobs once I do all this, but that should be good. Just making sure that everything here is good for the most part. Oh, you can change the color of the dirt highlight? Yes, please. And then I think that should be good. Hey, Rays, what's up? Good seeing you. What is that thing you have? Is that Sonic? Hold on. I need to... Oh yeah, Sonic Racing. Nice. Nice stuff. Go back. Yeah, that's fun stuff. I mean, that game's been out for a little bit, right? Yeah, gotta go fast. Yeah, gotta go fast. Eat ass, smoke grass, sled fast. That's what my hero Dan the Sledman used to say. And yeah, I agree. You know, that's my philosophy in life. You just gotta eat ass, smoke grass, sled fast. This is slightly different. I should probably, in hindsight, probably should have done this before starting the stream, but also, whatever. Yeah, turn on all the anti-aliasing. Turn that to 8 times. I got the computer for that. Hell yeah, brother. Model quality highest. Oh, texture quality highest. Far. Turn this shit up to high. Oh hell yeah, soap quality high. Oh man, I'm not sure how that's gonna look. Okay, and I think we should be good there. Controls. Oh lord. What about my controller? That's okay. There it is. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, washer, hold, continuous, okay, yep. I'm gonna have to remember, because like I said, I played this game on Xbox, and I do have a control. This isn't technically an Xbox controller, but it's kind of configured that way. What the? I didn't press anything. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, hey, I can pet Bubbles. Oh, these are the cats? Ulysses, right? These are the cats from the last game. Or Ulysses is the cat from the last game. With the, don't you have like a missing leg or something? Or was that a thing? I can't. Maybe not. I feel like that was, or like a limp leg or something. I remember that was a thing. And then yeah, these are the kittens that they had, or he had, or whatever. Nice, nice. I can pet them. 10 out of 10. Good stuff. But yeah, this is a lot different. I mean, the first game you didn't really. It was just kind of like the menu, and then you just dive straight into the game. This is like you got your whole like setup here. You got like a whole office. Look at all this stuff. You got boxes. I can apparently power wash indoors, which seems like a really horrible idea, but you know what? Sure, why not? I love power washing indoors. Can I power wash the cats? I don't think I want to do that. I don't think you're allowed. You shouldn't really power wash living creatures, but let me see. It's preventing me from doing that, which is good because yeah, no, you don't do that. But also, yeah, let me just power wash my books. That's always a great idea. Power wash everything. Power wash my plant. Power wash my computer. Oh yeah, that's the best way to clean your laptop right there. Or laptop? I mean monitor. Those are the similar words. So let me just get this power wash on my. Oh yeah, that'll get it nice and running. That's what you want to see. Okay. Wow. We got a snazzy office. Wow, you got the loft style. Yeah, you got the is it going faster? Let me test out. Oh, that's okay, that's continuous. Okay, makes sense. This is to change the nozzle. This is to change the nozzle. That's for soap. What is this for? Oh, this is for the extensions. Oh, okay. I see. Very good. I'm usually the, what is this, the 15 degree? The yellow nozzle? That's usually my go-to, so I'll just go with that one. Oh yeah, here's the trusty van. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, look at that. Power wash services. Wow. Oh, damn. Look at that. What a nice office. I'm just gonna go exploring. I'm gonna test the limits to see how we can go. What a very interesting looking stop sign. That's wrong, right? Aren't stop signs octagons usually? I'm not stupid, right? That's not the right shape for that. Yeah. I don't think that's right. Also, oh, invisible wall. Okay, well. Of course they would. Of course they would. Okay, let's see what we got in the vending machine over here. We got some power washing liquid. Yeah, you know, that's a... Can I buy it over here? No, okay. And then, yeah, this is the crouch, and then the prone. Yep, yep. All very similar. Turn that. Oh, this is the... wait, what? Wait, what? What is this? What does that do? Huh? Oh, okay, yeah, no, this is the dysfunction. This is probably better for y'all so that, you know, you don't get too much motion sickness from me doing stuff like this, but, like, personally, whenever I played, I just played like this and not the this method. I'll try and get better with this method just because I think this would be a little bit better visually, so we'll try that, but... Any mail? Huh? Oh, that's just closing the door, okay. Let's actually get into it. Access story jobs from the county map in the upstairs office of the home base. Yeah, look at this. We got the whole county. We used to just be Muckingham, right? It was just the jobs in Muckingham, but now we got all these different cities that we can go to, like Power Falls, Mount Rushliss, Pumpton, the Churgentow, and Washingham. Not to mention the Muaka Aitu Desert, which had the whole story there. But let's dive into... Let's get into the... Yeah, let's get into the select a job. Removals van. Alright. Yeah, so we'll see how the story. Apparently, there's a pretty decent story for this, so I'm excited. I mean, the first game had also a pretty good story, in addition to all the jobs that you had to do. So I'm always down for that. All right, Harper, our relative. I don't how was she related to us? I don't remember, but like she was the archaeologist or whatever. Um, Great news, you're fully moved in and the removal van's moved to the wash bay, awaiting your expertise. Don't think the van should pose too much trouble despite you having to solve most of your equipment. What? What's up? What? Oh, is this the whole thing about you? The first game you had all the good stuff, and then now it's like, oh, the I guess the canon storyline is, oh, I have to sell all the equipment so that I can buy this office or whatever. Um, I know we got a bit carried away at the auction, but trust me, there's so much more potential in this place. Oh, and Jess said not to worry about paying for the van hire. In fact, she'll pay you. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, so... Okay, wow, look at that. Okay, so is this the van that we're gonna be... I'm probably not gonna be using this. Okay. So, and of course the inside's gonna be dirty too. Okay, smiley face. Nice. I know how to play this game. I'm not stupid. So generally, how I play this game is kind of like our IRL, where it's like you kind of start with the top first, and then you go from there. And oh my god, this is so pitiful. I'm so used to having the good power washer, the good Kush, that this is just sad. This is just, oh, I can't even go. Oh my god, what is this? What is this shenanigans? Ugh. I don't like it. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the low level stuff before we get back into the actual good stuff. Change to, yeah, I know how that works. Okay, it's just gonna get me through tutorial stuff. Jump, yep, I can jump. Wow, that's a pretty big jump. Rotate nozzle, yeah, I can do that. I'm not stupid. Next, previous, yep, got that. I'm gonna stick to my whatever. Change washers. Wait a second, I had better washers this whole time? Bruh. Change extensions. Hold on a minute. Dirt highlight. Yes, I'm not stupid. Oh, that is a very hot pink. Interesting. Hello? Yes, I see it. Yes, okay. Move on with our lives. Okay, I can see the fact that it is there. Can we move on? Okay, apparently that's something. Okay. Oh my god, this is so much better. Okay. Hold on a minute. So what power washers do I have right now? What do I have right now available? Washer... Furniture catalog, huh? What? Excuse me? Apparently, okay. Apparently it does not exist. Love that for me. Outfit cosmetics. And I change my colors. Apparently not. Not yet. Okay. Van costume. I'm assuming this will be when I actually get this stuff later. Oh, I see. This is just what I have right now. And then this is what I can buy. I think. No, this is changing. This is what I buy. Oh, I guess it's just not going to be available until later. Okay. Okay. Moving. Oh, yeah. See, now this is so much better. And then, hold on. I think this is the best one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think this is the better one. I think. Let me see. Washer. Squirrel Force. Prime Vista. Urban X. Prime Vista. Prime Vista. Which one did I have? Okay, I have this one. I have this one. And I have this. Do I have this one? I have these two. Prime Vista and the Urban. Oh, I see. They're all similar. Okay. And they're all similar light duties, but they have slightly different stats? Light duty washer in the Prime Vista range provides a great entry-level washing experience. Light duty washer in the Urban X range provides power comparable to medium duty, but at the cost to the area of effect. Buh? Okay. Interesting. I don't know, I kind of like this one a little bit better. Maybe that's just me. Right, anyway. Man, it's going to take me a little bit while to get used to this way of doing it as opposed to what I was doing before. Oh, I see what they're talking about with the area of effect. Yeah, that's not good range, actually. I'm going to switch over. Okay, so I have these two. Alright, I'll stick with this one. I like this one a little bit better. Sure, the area of effect, or whatever the heck it's called, is a slightly less, but we'll stick with this one just so I can remember what it's like to actually be a good power washer. And then we'll go from there. We'll start from the top, try and get this going, and then once that's done, we'll just kind of move on down, just like you do in real power washing. So I am really, wow, I'm missing all the spots. Oh my god. I'm missing all the spots. That's not a spot, that's actually just real life. That's me, that's spit on my monitor. Okay, I was like, why is that not going away? Alright. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Thursday, good week. I am sick, or I was sick? I don't know. I'm still kind of sick. I had to take Tuesday off just because I was like, it's not horrible. Like, I wasn't like dying or anything, but like it was just your standard like head cold, you know, stuffy nose, sore throat. You can also, yeah, hear me occasionally. Like I said, I'm still kind of sick, but luckily Yeah, I was able to at least go to the office yesterday. It wasn't that bad. I just wore a mask and just kind of dealt with it. And then today, it's just kind of from today and tomorrow is going to be my work from home day. So I was not as. It's not like it's not horrible to the point of where I just need to be in bed all day. So luckily, it's just luckily I'm not too horribly. Oh my goodness. Um, all right, do I? All right, you know what? How bad does that? You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go back to this. Oh no, not you. I'm gonna go back to my old method. Oh my god, yeah. I don't know how nauseating is it to just be like that. I'm just no. You know what? I'll train myself to do it like this, even though no matter how much I hate it. Oh. But yeah, that's been mostly my week so far. Has been me just kind of dealing with that. And hopefully I get better. I mean, I have been getting better, so that's good. Hopefully I get enough better because I have shit to do this weekend. AKA, I have a thing that I'm going to on Saturday. And I guess I can say it because you know what, whatever. Um, the Santa Anita Park, which I'm actually live fairly close. I'm not gonna say how close, but fairly close to. Enough to where I can definitely make it to anything that I want if there's like a special event. And like Santa Anita Park, so for those of you who don't know, Santa Anita is like a very famous like horse racing park facility area, racetrack. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Racetrack. So they hold a lot of races. Very famous for that. And this Saturday and Sunday they're holding. Or Sunday? Is it Sunday? It's Saturday for sure. I'm not sure if they're doing it Sunday, but they're doing it. It's like Japan Family Day, so it's like they're hosting like some sort of like kind of event in collaboration with the Oi racetrack, which is actually in Japan, which for Uma Musume fans you might be kind of familiar with because that's one of the racetracks that is the dirt racers race in, so you might be familiar with it because of that. But yeah, the Oi racetrack, also one of my favorite names for the racetracks, because Oi. Um, but yeah, collaboration with them. It's like the Japan Family Day or whatever. So they'll be hosting like some races. There's like fun events, and there's also kind of an unofficial Uma Musume fan gathering happening. So I will be going to that and gonna be meeting fans IRL for the first time, which would be kind of nice. Oops, that. Yeah, I think I mentioned it before, right? I was thinking about doing like getting cosplay or something, like trying to do like some simple thing of like Ines Fujin, but it didn't really work out timing wise, and I was also just kind of lazy. And at the end of the day, like it's freaking hard to try and find anything related to my favorite Uma Musume because she doesn't have anything for her. She's not really that popular. And oh my god, I hate how look at how bad this freaking I'm getting a message. 20%. That's right. You get a message after like every 20 percentile like that you get. So like 20%, 40%, 60, 80, whatever. That's a thing. But yeah, it's whatever. I know that my favorite Uma's not really the most popular. She's not like Takio or Teo or whatever. Or freaking I don't know. I know Doto just came out, and I know people have been like obsessing over that. It's like, oh, Doto's finally out! Wow! It's like, great, good job. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. I don't hate Doto. I love her too, but I'm gonna save my gems, and I have been using up my gems to try and get carrots. I've been using up my carrots to try and get the swimsuit Marzensky. That hasn't worked out because I got nothing. I did get the swimsuit special week, which is cool, I guess. But like, I was kind of hoping for Marzensky, but I'm not going to use up all my jewels just to get her. Like, as OP as she is, she's not like Christmas Oguri level, right? She's not like super like broken to the point of where she's going to be like the best character bar none. She's a good character, don't get me wrong, but like you can probably still use like a Saiyan Sky, just kind of realistically get away with that. So I'm probably just gonna do that. And like the event's happening right now, so I'm just kind of grinding out runs. Maybe try and get the newest. It's Leo, I think, the Leo Cup, the CM that's coming up. Like the thing with the CMs for English version is like I don't try too hard because I don't have the greatest support card deck lineup. So I don't expect to even win like B finals. Like if I make B, like okay, it's like almost impossible not to make B finals. Um, but you know, I'll try. I'm not trying too hard, so I'm not gonna be too disappointed in the results either way. Cabin door window's good. Okay, so that's going well. Also, the in the Japanese version, the CM's happening right now. The sprint CM. It's still initial first round, so it's still too early to say, but I'm not doing too horribly yet. I did make the A fine. I did make Group A at least, so we'll see how that ends up. In the next round, I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know. I'm kind of like. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of hoping that I'm gonna at least make A finals, but if I don't, I'm not gonna be too disappointed because I haven't tried too hard to really get any good viable CMs going or Umas going, and like the ranking of my Umas are all kind of low comparative to like the other like good Umas out there, so not really too. Wouldn't be too, I guess, disappointed, or I wouldn't be too like like I would understand basically like if I didn't make A finals, and that's fine too because then it gives me a chance to win the finals and then get the special Miss Victoria concert, which I don't know when that's going to come out for the English version. I presume that might be soon, but I don't remember when that did come out, so it might be like at least like a year or so before that actually does happen. Um, but that's that for UMA updates, I guess. Yeah. Where did that come? Oh, right, the Santa Anita thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna be going to that. So hey, if you're in the area, Santa Anita, Southern California, um, definitely feel free. I mean, you have to buy a ticket is one thing. It's not that expensive. I don't know what it is right now. I know the early bird prices were like $10, but I don't know how much it would be now. I did opt to get like the higher price, like the not VIP, but like the better like more stuff basically. Like it included like a food ticket, like a free drink or whatever, like a betting ticket, that kind of thing. I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna go there, I might as well go all out sort of thing. So that's kind of my reasoning for being like, yeah, let's do it. um you know what, I actually like this one better, this washer. I actually don't know. I don't know which one's better, honestly. Wow, we're already almost at 40%. I mean, this is a very small. I mean, this is a first job. I'm not. This shouldn't take that long. Also, wow, that's not going away. Oh, huh? Yeah, that's not going away, huh? Maybe I should use the other one for this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fun. Saturday, and then we'll see what else may happen this weekend. I don't know. Generally, oh shoot, I've been going back to my default of just doing this. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna do it however I want to do it, even if it is a little more nauseating. I don't know. Watch. No, I should. No, I don't like this way though. I don't like doing it this way. I just realized like I was like been so busy focusing on what I'm talking about that I didn't realize I've been just going back to my default of just doing it like this. That's fine. It's whatever. Probably not the best viewing experience, but I'm just like watching right now. Yeah, no, that's nauseating. Okay, I'm just got force myself to train. I mean, heck, this is a tutorial. This is the first stage. So I'm just gonna try and not remember, but like teach myself to do it like this, even if I don't really like it. The better viewing experience, I guess. Oh boy, wait, no, that wasn't right. But yeah, I realize it's been a little bit since I've done like a talkie stream, so like I'm just like, what have I been up to in terms of stuff? I don't know. What did I do last weekend actually? I feel like last weekend I did a lot of stuff, but like, oh right. So last weekend there was, because like the thing is I've been trying to like get out and do stuff, obviously since I live in an area that has no shortage of things to do. I'm like, shoot, let's do stuff. And I'm starting to lose hearing in my left ear, or right ear, so that's wonderful. Okay, it's back. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I thought I was losing hearing for a second in my left ear, but it just turns out that it's just the audio in this game is just if it's like focus to the right, to the left. Okay, that confused me for a second. Okay. Okay, the top here is good. Okay, I just went in a full circle, I realized, but that's okay. Okay. But yeah, I've been trying to do a lot of stuff. Last Friday, I actually went to the Brewers and Dodgers NLCS playoff game, baseball. On the bright side, I got to witness a historic performance. You know, Shohei Ohtani freaking pitches 6 shutout innings and hits 3 home runs, which is fucking amazing. Like that's on. Even doing one of those things is amazing. Doing both of those things is unheard of. Like, if you don't know who Shohei Ohtani is, first of all, that's kind of surprising. Even if you're not a sports fan, I feel like you should probably have a general understanding of who he is because, like, he's kind of just unprecedented as a player. Like, the fact that he can both pitch and hit at a major league level is nothing short of outstanding. One of a kind player. The contract that he's getting from the Dodgers, even though technically he's only getting like $2 million a year and it's getting deferred, like he's being paid like $700 million, I think, for his entire however long he signed with them. And even that feels like a bit of an underpay because it's like this guy is like legitimately like this guy is just legitimately unfair. He is a cheat code. Luckily, baseball's the thing where it's like one of those sports where it's kind of hard to be like have just one good player and be a successful team. Unlike basketball, where it's just like you can just like have a superstar and kind of get away with things. It's not really the case with baseball, where you know you get 9 players at bat. You know, even like a superstar pitcher. They only pitch like once every 5 days, so like really it's like you still need to have a good team. Heck, you look at a few years back when Mike Trout was considered the best player in baseball, and like his teams barely ever made the playoffs because the Angels sucked in terms of like team around him. So there's that aspect, but also it's the thing where it's like Ohtani's in a team where like they spend like their payroll is freaking insane, like 300 million, which is by far I think the most in baseball right now. Baseball's one of those sports like unlike most of the pro league sports, it's just like there is no thing as a salary cap, which is like a limit on how much you can spend on players. Baseball doesn't have that, which is kind of sucky for somebody like me who's a Brewers fan who doesn't, you know, the small market team who's competing against these gigantic behemoths like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, whoever, like who can spend like millions upon millions at will and just be like, yeah, it's fine, we can just deal with the bad contracts. Meanwhile, you know, like the Brewers signed freaking Christian Yelich to such a good, like a deal that seemed like a good deal at the time, but then he gets injured. It's like, well, okay, well, screw me, I guess, you know, we just kind of deal with that nonsense. We can't afford to pay players like that, which is why we trade away all our good players at the end. But I digress. Anyway, yeah, no, that was fun, I guess. I mean, yeah, Dodger Stadium was fun, you know, good experience. Kind of sat, you know, yapping it up with a few of the people that I was sitting next to, who of course were Dodgers fans. And yeah, you know, they were all pretty friendly. I've heard things about, you know, people and Dodgers, or like Dodgers fans and like people there, some experience, some incidents, let me just say, to put it lightly. But I didn't experience any of that, not even close actually, so we were good there. And I also ran into a few of my fellow Brewers fans who were also, you know, like there, and we got to bond over that. So all in all, good times indeed. I mean, not good because, you know, we freaking got swept, but, you know, it is what it is. I kind of had no expectations. I was kind of hoping they'd score more than one run because the offense has been so pitiful in that they've only been scoring one run the entire series, and I was like, you know, it'd be nice if they score more than one run, and then they proceed to lose the final game by like 7-1, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I expected, but, you know, it's like that one meme of that Malcolm in the Middle, where it's like, I think Dewey or whatever, he's like, you know, I have no expectations, but I'm still let down. That's kind of how I felt. That's sports for you. Don't take it or leave it, I guess. see, what am I missing down here? I feel like there's like a few cracks and crevices that I'm kind of missing. But I think I'm good. I know that this is probably the last part. This, like, I gotta go in here and get everything. So let me get that. Alright. And there's also conversation that I'm missing, I realize. Muckingham chat. Okay. Okay. Man, I miss my good power washer. Like I said, it's gonna take a while for me to get used to getting back to going back to the beginning. I kind of wish there was, maybe there is, but I kind of wish there was a way to just be like, oh, like you started over, or like you're not starting over, like you played the first game, you got all the good power washers, you can just kind of start from there. But then I realized, the story already kind of addresses that by being like, oh, you sold all your good stuff to get the office that you wanted, so like you don't have that anymore. Which is fair. I mean, that's a good way to kind of be like, yeah, you're starting over from the beginning. Kind of a good story-wise way to be able to be like, oh, you're starting over. Here you go. So, it is what it is. And man, I have to get used to like this way of doing it, which I'm not the huge, like I keep saying it, not the hugest fan of it, but I guess visual-wise, it is a little better, a little less nauseating for the viewing experience. That's the reason why I'm doing it like this. Okay, well, but I really love doing it this way better, and I'm so used to doing it the other way. This makes me look like I'm terrible at this game, despite the fact that I've been playing it. Played almost all the maps, including the DLCs, not the paid ones, but like most of the DLCs, at least the free ones that came out, and like the extra maps and stuff. So I know how to play this game, but it just doesn't look like that. Yeah, look at this. Look at how well I can do it here. Look at the precision that I'm doing of cleaning this way compared to what I was doing before. But nah, I'll just do it this way. Yeah, this is the thing, like I have to like drag it around like that if I want to change my viewpoint. Okay, I should stop complaining about it though, because like complaining's not gonna make it any better. So we'll just stick with that. Also, what am I missing with the ceiling? I mean, there's probably some like weird nooks and crannies. Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm telling you. This method that I'm not used to just yet, but it's okay, because we're getting there. Oh yeah, but anyway, Dodgers, yeah, Dodgers was Friday. Saturday, it kind of sucks, because, like, this week, it's a weather update, it's been warming, no, it hasn't been warming up, it's actually been kind of stably nice, right in the 70s, kind of in the 80s occasionally. Last week, the weekdays, it was actually very nice. I think last Tuesday it rained, which was kind of amazing, so, like, watching the, the traffic, everybody who's like trying to drive in the rain, man, everybody just drives so slow in the rain, which I guess is fair. I mean, you kind of need to do that, but they drive so slow. It's like a little too slow. Like, you don't need to drive that slowly, y'all. But I experienced that, which was kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, those days it was like actually like really kind of, it was cooling down. It was like in the 60s, 50s, and I was like, oh, this is nice fall weather. I'm really enjoying this. And then, of course, Saturday, the day that I plan to do stuff, the weather has the audacity to change to be like, like, oh, it's hot now. It's in the high 80s, and I'm like, well, frick me then, I guess. Guess I'll just sweat my way through everything. Saturday, I went to, it was like the K-town, Koreatown. There was like a festival going on. My first time going to Koreatown, actually, or maybe not my first time, but my first time in a while. I may have gone, because I did go to Los Angeles way back when I was young, so that was probably the last time I went over to that area. But my first time since I moved over here, I think, was definitely, especially like that area, kind of more downtown, like near, I don't want to say near Hollywood, but kind of definitely near, kind of like a little bit near the urban, very urban areas. So yeah, I went over there. One, to check out the festival, but two, to also kind of check out the area, like in general, because I wanted to see how that was, be like, oh, be in Koreatown, hey, I'm Korean, it might be kind of cool. Yeah, it was alright. Maybe I just didn't go to the right parts of Koreatown, but it sure, honestly, if you told me that it was just like a normal ass like place in LA, like a normal ass neighborhood, I would have believed you. I wouldn't have believed that this was a Koreatown. Like there were occasionally like kind of signs of like, oh, this has like Korean signs and stuff, but like to be quite honest, it kind of just felt like a normal neighborhood, like any old normal neighborhood, like urban-ish neighborhood. Um, I also love how like when I was first moving over here, and I'm not gonna name the specific area, but when I was talking to I had dinner with my boss, my would-be boss. This was when I was moving or like looking at neighborhoods, like kind of to move to this area. And I remember when I was talking about, oh, this is the place I was interested in. My boss was like, oh yeah, it's like it's a nice neighborhood, but there aren't that many Asians around. And I'm like, bro, in the like the few days that I've been like kind of walking around and like looking at places, I've seen more Asian people in the area than I had in the 2 years that I've lived in Chicago in the area that I did. Because the area I lived in Chicago was very white, very just yeah. I mean, that's kind of Chicago in a nutshell, though. Is like it's honestly very segregated. That's kind of how it is with historically been very segregated areas. There's like very few neighborhoods that are pretty diverse, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's kind of how it is. Um, but yeah, it's kind of funny just remembering that conversation because like I think I've seen more Asian people in the area I live in than I did when I was walking through Koreatown. Not in the festival. The festival had tons of like Korean people. Like that was kind of a given. But like when I was walking around like the surrounding areas, it was all like just I saw like the number of Korean people or like Asian people I walked by or like saw, I could count on one hand. And there were quite a few people that I passed by, so it's not like it was like a lack of people. It's just I don't know. It's just it wasn't very. It felt like it. I think when I was talking with my mom about like, oh, I'm probably gonna go to Koreatown, she's like, oh, all right, that's cool, I guess. You know, she wasn't really enthused with that because she was like, oh yeah, I've heard there's like more Hispanic people in that area more than anything. Which honestly, walking through that, I can confirm. I feel like there are more Hispanic people I saw than anything. Which is kind of LA in a nutshell. So like I can totally understand that, but I was like, in an area that's like called Koreatown, you would think there would be like Koreans, but I feel like they mostly live in like different areas now. So it is what it is. Um, so it was all right. Honestly, I don't know if I'd ever really go back again. I wasn't really the hugest fan. Um, Probably wouldn't go back unless I had a huge reason to, like the festival or whatever. And even then, the festival was. I mean, it was cool. It was nice. Very crowded, very hot. So there was that aspect to it, which wasn't really that fun. And also, oh my god. Okay, so the festival had tons of like stalls and stuff of like like Korean like I feel like there was also like kind of people that were selling like Korean towns like towns from Korea that might have flown in to actually like kind of sell their stuff because there's like a lot of like the selling of stuff. Oh my god, it was so tiring walking through all that though. It wasn't just the heat and like the people and all that. It was just the fact that I forgot how as an introverted person, I forgot how hard it is to walk through like kind of Korean like groceries and all that because it's so much commotion of all the people just like going like they're like hey like I don't know how to describe it. It's like also also we're selling this stuff. It's like oh yeah here look at this. It's like hello there. It's like oh yeah come look at this stuff and they're like screaming at your face and it's just like I'm just like I'm not looking at your faces. I'm just gonna look at what you have. I'm not gonna acknowledge that you're there. I don't want to have this conversation. I just want to, I just want to see what you have, and just like if it's interesting, I'll stay. If it isn't, I'll go. That's the nice thing about like something like a convention, right? Where it's like I feel like generally it's like most people are um, um, like a general understanding of like yeah, like you don't really have to acknowledge the people that are walking by. You can just be like, oh, like hey, like I'm interested in what you have. Um, or if I am interested in what you have, then I will, um, I will stay and take a look. But if I'm not, then it's just like, oh, okay, cool, bye, and we don't have to have this social interaction. That's not really the case with that type of like Korean markets. And my God, by the end of it, I was so freaking tired. I was like, man, that's enough social interaction for the weekend. Um, that was my fun times. Also, there was a Korean hot dog eating contest that I was super interested in like doing, but I guess either you had to sign up for that in advance or like you had to get there early because I completely forgot that that was happening, so I got there right as it started. So I wasn't able to do that unfortunately. And oh my god, the competition there, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, some of the people there were not there for the contest. I think they were just there for the freaking free food because it was like you had 5 minutes to eat as many like if you know like the Korean style corn dogs, like it's not like corn dogs, but it's like it is corn dogs, but it's like a bit more like kind of like it has a bit more stuff usually. Um, so it was like eat as many of those as you can in 5 minutes, and there were some pretty good competitors. Some people were actually like really getting to it. Some people. Oh my god, there was one person who just like he had 5 minutes and like they barely finished one, and I'm like, bro, why are you in this competition? Like, why can't I can take your place and do so much better. Like, maybe I won't be able to win, but like I'm watching some of these people and I'm like, I can do so much better than these people. And I've always had the thought of like maybe I can like do like I've always been interested in doing like a food competition just to see how well I can do. Like I don't think I'd be like major league eating like levels of good, but like I feel like I can be like decently good at some of this stuff. So also what am I missing? What am I missing? Also, competition? No. Conversation. How do I access the conversations? What is this? No, don't reset. What are you? No, 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 no. Um, what am I doing? What am I doing? Um, uh-huh. What? Uh-huh. Oh, wait, hold on. Was that little thing to indicate that this is like where this is the last parts that still need the bumper? Okay, the bumper still has some shenanigans. Oh, bumper. Come on, where are you? Where's the last dirt? This is always the most frustrating part is just trying to find like the last crevices. Yeah, see, there's like the little orange marker there. I think that means that that's like where the last bit of dirt is. I think. Like right here apparently. I don't know, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Apparently there's like a last little bit of bumper here. But I'm really not seeing anything. Where are you? Where's the last bit of dirt? Oh, I see some here. Okay. Okay, the cabin door stop definitely has some. Cabin door step has some stuff. Oh yeah, that was not cleaned well. There we go. Okay. And then what? The bumper's still being a bit of a bitch. There we go. Okay. Roller shutter, door barrel, and okay, roller shutter. Roller shutter. Okay, this shit. This shito. This shito? This shito. Aha. I got you now. Right where I wanted you. But yeah, no, that was me Saturday, and then because I'm crazy, I was like, I'm in the area. There's like this exhibit that I want to go to. So if y'all know about like the realistic like food models that appear in like Japanese restaurants and stuff, or like Japanese like in Japan in general, like there was like a little exhibit on that I was always interested in. Oh, I see what I missed. That I was interested in. Looking at in terms of an exhibit, but I never really had a good chance of like a good excuse to be in that area because it's like right in the middle of like Hollywood, and like if y'all know me, y'all know I'm not really the biggest fan of like those kinds of dense urban areas in general. So I was like, well, if I don't want to go all the way there just to look at this exhibit, because I don't think it's actually really going to be that big of an exhibit anyway. So um, that's why I was like, yeah, I think I'll just wait until the right time. There we go. Nice, we did it, boys and girls. Um, what am I doing? I want to see the little thing. There we go. Yeah, the time lapse. That's what it's called. I want to see the time lapse of me finishing this. Nice, nice cock. Look at that. Good stuff. Okay. What's happening? Wishy. Jess is enthralled by her sparkling removals fan. She says she'll give first dibs on any furniture that she comes across, so keep an eye out for any new items appearing in the shop. It's all pre-restoration stuff, pretty dirty, but I'm sure you're okay with that. Told you it'll all come together. Thanks, the Harper. Um, Continue. Okay. Public facility. Hell yeah, let's get back into it. Welcome to the town of Detergento, where the past meets the future, the manifest present that we can all live with. Good lord. That we can all live with. Thing happened to us the other day when I asked my colleague to do a deep dive into our public facilities. We found schematics for revolutionary convenience installed in 2003, but then almost immediately forgotten about and assumed to be a bench. This whole thing is just pure Detergento. I don't know what that means, but let's get into it, I guess. Hell yeah. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the whole town. Oh, invisible walls, my biggest nemesis. Okay. Alright. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. This doesn't seem like... I feel like this is going to be a trick where it's like, this doesn't seem like it's going to be that much, and then it's going to like, woo, it's going to like raise up. Yeah, because like, look, roof. Bro, this is roof. This is not all this is. There's more to this than this, if you know what I mean. Alright, anyway. Whatever. Let's start with the roof, I guess. I mean, this is how I usually do it anyway. I should also probably read the messages because I didn't realize they... Because the last game kept like a log of it, but I'm not finding it this time, so I don't know if they just put it in a different area, but should be a nice quick job, eh? you think. But my sixth sense is telling me this is not going to be as quick as you think it is. Yeah, you know what? I should use my extension. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's chef's kiss right there. This is so much better. Why haven't I been using the extensions? Oh yeah, baby. That's good content. That's good power washing content. Okay. Oh boy. But yeah, I went over there, went to that area, looked at the. It was a fun exhibit. 10 out of 10 out of 10. It was fun. It was a little bit small, but like, whatever. You know, you can't expect too much. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't just go to that area just for that, because if I did, I would have been super disappointed going all the way to Hollywood just to look at that exhibit. Because yeah, I didn't do anything else after that, because I was like, ugh, Hollywood. I mean, Hollywood's alright, but like, I don't know, it's too touristy for me. Too many people, too many tourist trap kind of things. I was just like, it was not my place to be. It's like, as soon as I was done looking at that, I was just like, okay, I'm leaving now, goodbye. And then I went to Little Tokyo to do my little shtick. Because I mentioned before, every time I like kind of at least, cause that's the other thing. I took a train. I was thinking about taking or like driving over there, but then I also realized, you know, parking was going to be a bit of a bitch, especially in Koreatown, where I think that's like one of the few areas in LA, like around LA, where parking is just absolutely a nightmare. Because generally, I feel like parking is usually pretty decently okay, or like easy to deal with. But like in cases like that, where it's like, oh no, it's like one, you have to deal with finding spots, and two, it's usually like, you know, you have to pay a lot of money to find spots. Which is also another similar to like when I went to a Dodgers game. Sure, I could have driven over there, but one, getting out is going to be a nightmare logistically, because like all the thousands of people, like tens of thousands of people trying to leave all at once. And two, parking is expensive as hell. It's going to be like 65, I think, to start with. So I was like, hell no, brother. I'm just going to take the train. They have like a convenient train shuttle, which was really convenient. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yeah. So. Public transit for the win. Even in cities like here where it's very car centric, the public transit, it's getting there. You know, I use it. I wouldn't say frequently, but I do use it. So it is what it exists. It is a thing. But yeah, every time I like go kind of around an area, like kind of near the Little Tokyo area, which I did that one like last weekend. I was like, well, you know what? I might as well just kind of walk around. And then there's like a gachapon machine that I always stop by that has like a gakumas, like little kind of acrylic stand thing that I always buy. And I think I mentioned it before, but the first two times I've done it, by the way, I think like token wise, it would end up being like $9 per stand. And these stands are not that big. These stands are like what? Like a couple centimeters. So Honestly, not the best value, but you know what? It's whatever. You know, I'm not really too torn up on spending that much money on it. Um, but I did that. The first two times I got characters that were not really my favorites. I got Senna and Rinami, and then finally this first time I got Hero, which is one of my favorite characters, and two has like a unique kind of I guess visual because this is like them like running or whatever or like them doing yeah like basically like them like running like kind of acrylic stand things and if you don't know Hero the character Hero she is technically I guess a genius she is a genius but she has zero stamina physical ability surprise surprise there's more I knew it that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Of course. All good. All good. Fully expected that. Yeah, Hero. I mean, she's a very. I think she. I want to say she's probably one of the most popular characters in Gakuma's, just because of how unique she is and her general behavior. She's very unique. Very unique. A new job is available. Oh hell yeah. PowerWash services. Well, I gotta work on this one. Oh, that's a campsite. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that as soon as I'm done with this. Oh, I'm still not the hugest fan of how that works. I guess you know what? I guess I could just do it like this and then do that, so I don't have to like move. Yeah, I should probably just do it like that because moving around stuck in this mode is kind of not my favorite. It kind of sucks. It actually really sucks. I should do it like this where I'm like, okay, and then once I'm done with that, readjust, and then get that this position. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so that's how you do it. Good shenanigans. But yeah, and then also I realized, I already knew this in advance, but last Saturday was the whole thing with like the No Kings protests going on, and I was actually walking by City Hall because that was kind of I didn't stop right at where the Little Tokyo subway stop is. I stopped kind of near because I didn't want to have to do a lot of transfers just to do like one stop. So I ended up oopsies. I ended up just kind of getting out and then just kind of doing a little bit of a walk because I'm like I might as well get some exercise. And like I just happened to pass by City Hall where they were doing all the or at least they were doing one of the main protests. It was good, nice, you know, it's a nice peaceful protest. So very. I thought about doing it or like kind of also participating, but I don't know why I didn't, but I just didn't. So that's not a good excuse, but I just didn't. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Yeah, that's fun stuff. And then Sunday was my day of relaxation because that's usually how it is. I just spend one day doing stuff and then the other day of the weekend just recovering for the upcoming work week because for me Mondays I have to go straight back to the office because that's how our team works, which kind of sucks, but it's also kind of nice because that means that I can also just kind of divide my week between days I go to the office versus days I don't go into the office because it's like Mondays through Wednesdays is when I go to the office, and then once it's Wednesday then I can get ready to be kind of work from home mode Thursday and Friday. And it's just kind of nice having that divide rather than just kind of having the weird Monday, Friday, and then just kind of weird transition over there. In a way, that's how I cope with it at least. It still kind of sucks coming in on a Monday and just being like, oh, I guess I'm working now. It is what it is. Okay. What else? Is there anything new going on with my life? I mean, that's pretty much it. I've just been kind of getting into my work, getting busier with stuff. Don't have to describe too much about that. I'm sure, one, because I don't really want to, and two, because it's probably going to be boring for y'all. And we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to comment about what the heck I'm cleaning here, which is Driving Me Barking. Here we will. Is this a movie? I think it's a movie. It's a movie poster. Okay. I love that. I love that for me. Let's see. Shoot. Yeah, okay. This is the way to do it. You just gotta center yourself to an area. Just gotta clean the area. Once you're done with the area, reset your position and then move on so that I don't have to do this weird herky-jerky movement. Yeah, that's so much better because the herky-jerky don't work too well. One, it don't work too well, and two, it's so much faster just doing it like this. then position, and there we go. Okay, perfect. Nice. Poster cover is done. Poster thing is done. I think that's good. Okay. Move on to the outer wall. Outer wall. Look at that. Why do I feel like there's more to this than this? There has got to be more to this than just this outer area. There's definitely more. There's another layer. I 100% bet y'all. Outer wall. I bet they're gonna make us do like clean the inside or something. That is 100% what I bet y'all. This is gonna happen. That was correct wordage. Cement in that. So what is this that I'm cleaning, by the way? Because like I just kind of realized, you know, I've been kind of glossing over, yeah, this is a thing, but then it's also just like, what am I cleaning? Is this like a bathroom or something? I guess, yeah, posit your best guesses in chat, because I'm just like, I feel like this looks like, you know, like one of those like public bathrooms that have been recently have been kind of being built around cities and stuff. Yep, pop-up restroom, there it is. Designed by local visionary. Well, never mind, don't have to put your guesses in anymore. We already know what this is. The local restroom. Blah, 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 blah. Pop up in the nick of time. That's weird. Oftentimes it knew even before they did. Again, that's weird. That's not weird at all. Oops, wrong button. Clean, clean, clean. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. One, for how the story's gonna go, and two, for how when I get the better power washer. Don't get me wrong, this is still fine, but man, I remember being able to do a lot more damage to stuff, and that was the good times. But you know what? This is still fine too. And honestly, I think the dirt that's here right now is probably chump change compared to some of the other stuff that I'm going to be dealing with later. Like there's no like grease or rust or like graffiti or any of that yet. Like there was in the first game, like later levels. So they're starting us off easy, which is fair because yeah, these are the first levels. So we'll just kind of deal with all that, and then once that's done, we'll just chug along. Get all this ready. Okay, and then see if I could place it like this. Nope. I'm still getting used to the control, but it's funny because it's slightly different compared to the Xbox controls. I don't know whether it's different because it's a new game or whether it's because it's because it's a different system. Because it could be that it just changed from PowerWash Sim 1 to 2, but I'm not exactly sure if that's the case. Whoops. But either way, I'll still get used. It won't take too long to get used to it. It's pretty much the same anyway, just slightly different mappings. And again, I need to get used to this control scheme layout, the way I'm doing it right now, compared to the way I was doing it, which was the this way. Like I need to get used to doing it like, no, not you, like this way. So that's gonna take a little bit to get through. Oh, this is another thing I want to talk about. The new Pokemon game that came out. I know a lot of people have been talking about the new Pokemon game, Legends ZA or whatever, which I think I talked about in previous streams. How I actually was planning to get it and get a Switch 2 just to play that game. But the more I read about reviews about it, and the more I've been reading like general like audience stuff, and the more like just things I've been reading about, the more I'm just like, I kind of just have been put off on playing the game. Like, I don't know, like I've been reading a lot about how like the city is not really that, you can't explore the city that well. It's like, oh, it's like static buildings and like, oh, like there's not really that much to explore in it. which is kind of a big letdown on my part, to be quite honest, because like I was really looking forward to, you know, Lumino City being able to kind of explore all the different areas in such a big town, but the fact that you only get like a limited amount of areas that you can go to seems like it's just like huge. Like I'm not a huge fan of that. Plus, apparently, like I've heard, like the other things I've heard about it is like, yeah, um, like the first few, whatchamacallit, like the first few hours of it is just like completely like very like kind of tedious, like kind of tutorial-y stuff, which is alright. Like that's not the worst thing in the world. Um, door light. Hold on. Are we actually? There's no way we're actually done. It's saying that we're almost done, like based on what I'm seeing here, but that doesn't seem like that's the case. Also, where is the rest of the dirt? Where's the dirt, ma'am? It's probably the top here. Hold on. Do I have a ladder? I do. Where's my ladder? Where's my ladder? There it is. Oh, it's one of these bad boys. Nice, we got a... And then, I'm guessing it's... Yep, it's right here. Nice. And then, where's the door, ma'am? Where's the door? Where's the door? Where's the door dirt? Hold on. I don't really see any door dirt left. There's barely any left, apparently. I don't see any. What? Hold on. Oh, it's like probably right here in the cracks and crevices. Cracks and crevices. Is it? I'm not really seeing anything. Oh man, this is... Hold on. Let me put this ladder away. Go away. Oh shoot, that's not the right button. Okay. Oh, there we go. I knew it, there was more. Ha ha ha, I knew there was more. Ew, I have to clean the inside of the bathroom. Alright, that's fine. Okay, we'll start from the top, I guess. Start from the top. Oh, there's a lot of cobwebs. I mean, this probably hasn't been used in decades or whatever, so that's absolutely fair, I guess. Also, ew. Put myself over here. This door frame. The ceiling. So yeah, you know, I mean, honestly, it's a good thing, you know, that I don't need to get a Switch 2 just yet. I'm still fine with my Switch. Like, there's no good reason for me to get a Switch 2 right now. Because what the exclusive games are, Mario Kart and I heard Donkey Kong was actually pretty good, Donkey Kong Bonanza or whatever. I've heard good things about it, but the Fire Chief's dog's gone missing. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's not good. You hate to hear that. Whoops. And yeah, you know, with the amount of money that I spend on everything, money is a bit tight, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Money is a bit tight, so I gotta be a bit more careful about spending stuff. I say that, but then I still spend as much money as I do on, like, Uma Musume gachas and stuff. Doesn't help that Dansu Flame freaking came out, unexpectedly, recently, and I had to spend money for that to get the jewels to get her, but hopefully they don't release any characters that I really want anytime soon, like Bukador. If they release Bukador, then I'm kind of screwed, but hopefully, if the leaks are to be believed, apparently Buena Vista is the next character to come out, so I'm not too panic over Fire Chief. Just let the back gate open. Oh, okay, good stuff. We're not dealing with the whole situation again with like the Ulysses disappearance or whatever. I think the game was like, oh, we're dealing with the whole situation again. It's like, nope, we're not doing that. We're not reusing storylines. What is this? I don't know. Pokemon? Dunk on Pokemon? But yeah, we'll see. I'm sure as we kind of continue on, there's going to be more Switch 2 exclusive games that are going to be coming out. But for now, I'm kind of just satisfied with the stuff that I have, and then in the future maybe I'll make a Switch 2, and then get good with the update graphics. Also, I know there's I haven't watched any of the recent Nintendo Directs, so I mean my questions can probably be, oh wow, my game just kind of froze there for a second. I was like, oh, my game's gonna crash, but no, we're good. That was weird. But I know Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2 came out for Switch, right? I think it did come out, yeah, so That's cool. I mean, Galaxy already came out with the All Star, so I don't know why they did it again. But I know they released Galaxy 2 separately, so I might get that for the Switch. Because I mentioned before, but Mario Galaxy is probably one of my favorite games, and Galaxy 2 is also really, really good. Very, very good game. So I might get that again just for the nostalgia factor, and just kind of remember playing that again, and then maybe try and complete that again. I don't think I ended up finishing. No, I think I did finish Galaxy 2, because Galaxy 2 had the whole, like, the last, like, the Grand Master Galaxy that you had to do, which was, like, the hard levels, like, all the hard, like, not the gimmicks, but all the kind of different things that you had to do combined into one level. Like, all the different, like, kind of gameplay, mechanics, all that stuff. Which was fun, but it was also freaking difficult, so... Which is the point. But still. So maybe I might get that just for the lols. I don't know, I don't really play my Switch that much, to be honest. Like, I really just play Animal Crossing. Occasionally check in on my villagers, like my boy Wade. Check in on my boy Wade, my baby boy. See how he's doing. See what snacks he's been up to. How many snacks he's been eating. And I guess all my other lazy villagers too, like Bob and Puck, and all my other villagers like Chatter and Apollo and Vold and Francine and Cat and Tangy. All 10 villagers. I really wish you could get more than 10 villagers, but like, because like there's so many other villagers that I would want to be in my town, but I'm kind of limited. And I really am the type of person to be like, I kind of want to have one villager type per at least all the villager types represented, so I have to have at least 8 spots dedicated to each villager type, and then the other 2 can just be like, oh, like, you know, I'll just deal with the other 2 later, and then it ended up just being like 2 lazies, because it seems like a lot of my favorite characters are just lazy villagers, so I'll deal with that later. It doesn't help that a lot of the penguin, I think in terms of penguins, they are majority lazy by far. I mean, I think they're all represented. I think all the personality types are represented by penguins. Like, there's at least one penguin per villager type. But there's, I think, like 5 lazy villagers compared to like 1 for almost everything except for Jock, which has like 2, I think. So there is a little bit of that aspect to it. Someone's only gone and added a restroom extension below the grubby oven bench. Oh, there's a different person. I was like, what? How do you not know about your restroom? Your grubby restroom. Kai. Oh, wow, this is interesting, because it's not just somebody messaging me. Now it's just like a group chat sort of thing. That's different. That's it. Why is it? Oh, it's because I'm pressing right trigger barely. I'm like, why is it suddenly stopping my continuous stream? Can't stop this continuous stream. Never got to play the second one, so I'm looking forward to it eventually. It's good. I think some people consider the second one to be better than the first one. I can see where they go with that. Personally, I feel like they're both pretty equivalent to the goodness that they are. If I had to be nitpicky, I feel like the first one had slightly better music, but they still have really good music. Like, don't get me wrong. The second game has... Doesn't the second game have... No, the second game has, No, Gusty Gardens, I think, was still from the first game, but, like, there's Puzzle Playing Galaxy, which has one of my favorite songs, which also has one of my favorite, like, kind of, YouTube... Not YouTube poops, but, like kind of... Y'all remember the days of, like, music videos where they use, like, kind of different sounds as, like, music. So, like, one of my favorite YouTube poop music videos was, and I know he's not the best person he's not the greatest person I acknowledge, but, like, JonTron, right? Like, if you look up just Ek, like, ECH, it should be, like, one of the first results where it's just, like, him going, like, Ek, 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 to, like, the rhythm of that song, the Puzzle Playing Galaxy theme. That's always a classic. I always enjoy that. Always go back to it every once in a while. And, like, every time I listen to that song now, I just think of that. Think of that music video. Not music video? Playlist? I don't know. Lower changing table. Oh, good lord. Okay. I didn't even realize that was a thing. And wow, changing table. They really have everything covered, huh? That's pretty crazy. Yeah, public bathrooms. It's funny because it's this dirty now, but it's just like, man, wait until... If this was IRL, this is probably going to be how dirty it is after like a few days of use, knowing how people are, unfortunately. Maybe not in some countries, but especially in America, where it's just like, I feel like if you have public restrooms, it's just going to end up being something like this in a few days' time or whatever. So, you know, that's how it works. We can't have nice things. Also, need to get to this top area. There we go. There it is. Nice. Okay. But yeah, no, the Mario Galaxy 2 is fun. I feel like the level UI, or like the main menu UI, I feel like is a little bit better, because instead of having to walk, or I mean that's a little bit debatable. I feel like some people say it's not as good just because like you don't have the whole observatory anymore. You have like the just like the little planet, and like you can just like kind of explore through that, which is a little bit more easier. A little bit more easier. It's also a little bit more a pain in the butt in some ways. I won't go too deep into why, but it is a little bit more of a pain in the butt trying to go through levels. But I can raise the toilet. Oh, I can raise the toilet. Oh, good lord. I don't like that at all. Also, wow, that is a very shiny toilet. Very shiny. That reminds me of the all chrome, with that one SpongeBob episode. Future. SpongeBob. Classics. Classic first few seasons. I mean, this is the future, right? Like, the storyline was like how, like, oh, this is from the past, but it's also kind of like designed to be like it's the future or whatever. Isn't that the whole thing? Like the limited amount of story that I've been reading, that I have not been really paying attention to the story yet, but or like text messages and stuff. But apparently that's the thing. Speaking of, is there? Hold on. There was. In the first game, there was like a log of messages that I got to read, so I didn't have to like actually read through the messages. I can just kind of see, what is this? What is this? What is this? This is just a save. Oh, that's just a save. Okay. Manual save, reset unfinished tasks, close back. Also, wasn't there usually like a tablet of stuff that had like? I guess they don't have the tablet anymore. I don't know if I don't know if I hate that or like that. The fact that it's not, there's no like tablet anymore. Thing. Well, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I get so okay. I guess I can see like they replaced the tablet with like the little icon that shows like, oh, this is an area that's not finished yet. So I guess that's slightly better, different. Wow, they still have toilet paper there. That's crazy. I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. I know this is not the. Screw it. I'll go back to my ways. I'll go back to my ways of doing it like this. Yeah, the inner wall's still like a bit dirty. Here we go. Here, let me switch nozzles real quick. There we go. Back to the short nozzle, fork boy nozzle. At this sink. Also, in terms of other news of games that have come out recently, I saw Katamari Damacy, the new one, came out. The only reason, well, actually not the only reason, but one of the reasons why I found out about that was because one of the songs in that game is sung by Saki Hanami, Gakumas, of Gakumas fame. So that's kind of fun. And I saw that the English channel of Bandai Namco actually released a trailer of that, and I'm like, oh shoot, they actually acknowledged Idolmaster. A worldwide channel of Bandai Namco actually acknowledged Idolmaster. That's crazy. That's unprecedented. Does that mean we're gonna get an English version of that game? Highly doubt that, but like you never know. You know, that'd be cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't really see a future where they release that game, but like I don't know, Gakumas. Like, okay, Idolmaster in general, I feel like is like a popular franchise. I feel like historically speaking, right, it's just been like that Bandai Namco has not been kind to any sort of like Western fan base to like Idolmaster. Like it feels like even they've been like kind of like because like when I tried way back when like Cinderella Girls was a thing. Like I tried playing like the game, like the mobile game for that, and like they were like really gung ho about like banning like players who were like using IPs and stuff, and it's just like, well, okay, if you're really that adverse to your Western audience, I guess screw you. But I guess they've been a bit more friendlier because like with Gakumas, right? Like it was, I remember when it first came out, there was like a little bug where like I had to use a VPN to finish off runs, which is a really weird thing to say. I don't know. It requires like a weird explanation where it's like basically after a run is finished, you have to choose like a photo of like the performance that was done as like the kind of the like your thumbnail or whatever. And for whatever reason, like that didn't work unless I was like using a VPN in like a Japanese like location. But then eventually, I think like a few months after the game came out, they did eventually fix that bug. And I don't even know if it was a bug, but like they fixed it to the point where I didn't need to use a VPN anymore, which thank God, because like that was annoying having to do that just for that particular moment every time. So who knows? Maybe they might be a bit more receptive um, to that to a Western audience. You never know. You never know. Maybe they might. And hey, you know they did release. They finally released. This was a few months back at this point actually, but they released the songs, Idolmaster songs in for worldwide audiences in Spotify. So that might be a sign that they're actually paying attention. That they actually might be like, oh yeah, you know, we're actually like kind of we kind of care about our audiences, I guess. So that's cool. And also the toilet is apparently still very unclean. So that's the thing. Oh, I see why. It's because I didn't clean the under. The sink is also not clean. I see why. And also I've been going back to my old ways. Sorry about that. Okay, what else? The inner wall? What am I missing from the inner? Oh, this inner wall. Okay. Always some weird crevices. It's always the crevices that get you. Oh, I see. I think I see it. Why is it? Also, speaking of which, why are there butterflies in here? You probably shouldn't be here. I feel like you're probably gonna get caught in the spray, and that's no good. Okay, nice. Good job, everybody. Let's watch the little timestamp. Yeah, Base, I know you're excited for Katamari. I don't know, maybe I've never actually played the Katamari game. I don't know if that might be a good first one to start off on. But I did at least add it to my wish list, so we'll see. But I also did spend money on this game, and like I said, money's kind of tight, unfortunately, so I can't just be spending money willy-nilly on the games. That I end up just looking at my library. Because I'm sure all y'all hashtag gamers can relate, where you have your library of games and you're just looking at them and you're just like, ah, yes, my library of games. And then you don't play any of them. Because I've definitely been doing that. I've been guilty of that, where I just like, I have all these games that I can play, and I'm like, ah, what a good library. And then I just play Truck Sim for the umpteenth time. Maybe someday I'll play some of the games I have. Anyway, you'll be delighted to learn that the public facility's Kinetic servers have been updated, but it's been successfully reintegrated into our public convenience network just in time for our upcoming Equinox Festival. What the fuck does that mean? I can say with confidence that you'll be hearing from us again. Thanks, Tessa. I am happy about that, I guess. Alright, campsite. In Power Falls. Let me know when you found a place. We're already headed for home. Camping's definitely not for us, a pair of boggy sprogs and one grubby hubby who are in no mood to hang about, know what I mean? Don't really know what else to say about it all. Suppose the monk tells its own story, don't it? Oh, Vicky, you know? Suppose it does. Let's clean this campsite, huh? Look at that. Look at this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Look at this shenanigans. We got this shed door. We got this cabin roof. We got we got this telescope. And we got a fire pit. All right. Simple. As per usual, I'm gonna start off with let's just start off with the rooftop over here. So let me just pick up my ladder. Go over here. Go up here. And we'll start from the beginning. Ready, set, go. Oops. Ready, set, go. Okay. But yeah. Katamari, that is out. So good luck to all y'all Katamarians out there, or whatever y'all call yourselves. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe I might play / stream that. You never know. Speaking of stream stuff that I've been looking into, God, I don't know. Like, I think I said before, like, I have a whole category of, like, a whole library of games that I've been kind of interested in streaming, but when it really comes down to it, I don't know, there's, like, something that kind of stops me from being like, I don't really feel like streaming these, and then I just kind of go back to my same basic games. Project Sakai, I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming that again. One, because the copyright is a bitch. So, like, as probably most of y'all suspected, I got hella copyright struck by the VOD of that. Which is fine. I don't really care too much about that. Like, I kind of expected it. But yeah, I kind of got hella struck by that. I'm trying to remember the second reason why I'm like, I kind of don't want to, or not don't want to, don't get me, okay. It's not that I don't want to stream it, but like, probably not the best idea for me to stream it. But, you know, never say never, but I think that's probably just gonna be a one-time thing. It was still fun though, so, you know, we'll just deal with that. Kemono Friends I still need to finish. I actually did see that I got a like from the developer of the game, from one of the tweets that I announced, so that's pretty cool, I guess. But I feel, if I have to be 100% honest, like, I feel like for that one, it just feels like it's more like an obligation to finish it more than anything, because, not really. I don't know, the gameplay's alright. I think I said this the last stream I did it. The gameplay's alright. I mean, it is kind of cute and all. The story's pretty kind of a thing. The story exists, but I'm not the hugest fan of it. And like, at this point, I'm just like, you know what? It's like sunk cost fallacy, right? Where it's like, I already invested too much time in this. I might as well play this out and just kind of let it finish out. But, like, that's the thing, I don't know how long this is. Every stream I've been doing of it, I've just been, like, has been the constant theme of, I don't know how long this, like, how much longer there is of this game, where I feel like it feels like it's almost to the end, but then I still have, like, 13 more chapters or whatever. And so I feel like it's to the point where I have to spoil myself, like, look it up and see just how many episodes or just how long it goes into. Because it feels like it should end at some point, right? Like the whole thing about like, oh, the sister, she grew her tail at the beginning of December, or at the end of November. It is the end of December. That means she's probably going to go on her journey soon, which is probably meaning the end of the story. So who knows? Maybe that might be a thing soon, but it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. So yeah, that's all to say. That's probably going to be a stream soon, and I think I'm probably just going to do like an early start, just so I can like not be time constrained, just so I can have as much time just to be like, let's just finish it, let's just get it over with, that kind of mindset, which isn't the best mindset, I realize, but also it's just like, I might as well, you know, let's just get into it. Yeah. Also for new games that came out, I saw, if y'all know, I mean, it's the whole genre of like, I think people have been calling it like friend slot games, where it's just like, you know, multiplayer games, you play along with your friends, it's just like a thing that you play for a couple of weeks and then you just completely forget about it, aka like games like, freaking Lethal Company, Peak, freaking, what was that one, Repo, like all those types of games, like kind of in the same vein. Apparently there's a new game that came out pretty recently, I think it just came out today, called RV There Yet, where apparently it's like, it's one of those kind of similar games. You play with your friends, you're like controlling an RV, it's apparently like very physics-based, apparently kind of a little bit borky, which is kind of the appeal of the game, and you're trying to get back home. I don't know the full story of it, but apparently it's like this whole thing of like, you have the RV, you're trying to control the RV, trying to go back home, that kind of thing. And shenanigans ensue. So maybe I might do that. Then again, that requires, you know, having friends, so I might have to get some friends. That's the first step, and then once I have some friends, we might play that game. Who knows? It'd be a nice collab game to play with that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But in terms of other shenanigans, other shenanigan things, I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to take a deep dive and look. I do want to start another kind of longer play, not too long of playthrough though. Like I realized like I did one stream of Hollow Knight and then I kind of stopped because I was like I'll just play it on my own time, which I have been doing by the way. I've been doing a lot of that. Thank you for the ban. I've been doing a lot of that Hollow Knight playing. That's probably been the game I've been playing the most on my off time, other than Truck Sim. But it's been fun. I've been really deep diving into it. I feel like I haven't even gotten close to like the end of that game, and I've been playing a lot of it. Like, it's fun, but I don't know if it's necessarily something I do for a stream because it feels like it'd be like at least 10 streams worth of game, and I don't know if I'm really that committed to something like that. But I do want to at least find a game to like do something like kind of similar to like just kind of like something that I can kind of do as like sort of a series. So I'm kind of on the lookout for something like that. But we'll see how that goes. Because it feels like right now in my library of games I don't really have anything that fits that. Sure, I have games that I routinely go back to, like Fall Guys, which I do need to get back to Fall Guys. I know the new season has it hasn't even, not that it's new, it is definitely a thing. So I need to get back onto that. The new season of Fall Guys Ranked Knockout, which I didn't even finish the last season in Superstar, which is kind of a little bit of a shame. But I'll have to get back into that one. I was actually thinking about, I was actually like fully committed to doing Fall Guys until I found out this game came out today, and I was like, well, I guess I'll switch gears. So we'll have to get into that. Camping is just something else. Yeah, you know, camping is a journey. It's your camp. If you're ever in your camp. Which it's been a long time. When was the last time I gone camping? I don't know. That is a good question for myself. When is the last time I've gone camping? Have I ever gone camping is actually the first question that I should probably ask myself. Yes, is that answer. And the second question is when was the last time I've gone camping? Okay, I should probably say with a caveat because like if we're talking like camping, like you know, like go like you know do a tent, like you know like that sort of camping. I don't think I've actually done anything like that. But if we're talking like, I guess in the category of like glamping, where it's like you know you have like kind of like a bit more fancier means of staying and like kind of sleeping and all that stuff. I have done stuffing like that, where I went to. I think it was like when I went to Yosemite. This was probably like like around the time I was graduating from college, so like a few years back, like way back, not way back, but like pre-COVID definitely. Around that time, like right around the time when I was still in college, was like when I was with my parents and we were doing kind of like a Yosemite thing, or not, yeah, Yosemite. Kind of staying at the cabins of Yosemite there. That was probably the last time I went like camping, like kind of like this is a cabin, right? So and this is considered camping, so I guess you can consider that to be camping. That's probably the last time I did that. But actual like going in a tent, like doing like cabin or not cabin, like doing like outdoorsy camping stuff, I have actually never done that. So who knows? Maybe I might do that someday. But I don't know if your camp didn't get me to do that. Where other Moe shows have gotten me to do stuff like exercise and like other stuff like that. I don't know if I'll ever really do that kind of stuff. So that's a big if. I don't know if that'll ever happen. The cabin window. Did I get the window frame? The window frame? Usually the window frame is a thing. What? Why is it saying the lock pit? Cabin window. Cabin. It's not a thing. Okay. Apparently they changed that. Let me put this away to be over here. Okay, hold on. Let me get this. Let me get this shenanigans. Here we go. Get this shenanigans. Okay. Good enough. Alright, and then continue spray. But man, camping. Camping's always fun. I say that as if I do camping a lot, which again, I mentioned I don't. E. Any other updates, any other new things, any other fun stuff? I feel like there was a lot more than I had in my mind to talk about, but then again, I was just like, maybe not. Maybe I've already exhausted all my topics. Dang. Unfortunate. Turns out my life is boring. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what happened to... Oh, speaking of Gakumas, I know the Step 3 for China is happening right now, and I have not been streaming those. One, because I think the last Step 3 was, was it Hero was the last Step 3? And the reason why I didn't do those was just because I was still in the process of moving at the time, so I wasn't able to actually do any streams. But for China at least, and I think if you've been watching my streams of Gakumas, you know China's probably my least favorite... I wouldn't say least favorite character. That's probably the best way of putting it, actually. I don't hate her, I just don't like her compared to most of the other characters. Although, whenever Tsubame comes out, I think she's probably gonna end up being my least favorite... I just don't like her that much. So she's probably gonna end up being my least favorite character whenever they implement her, which I feel like they're probably gonna... They're gonna do that at some point. They're absolutely... I think it's 100% a guarantee they're gonna do that. I don't know if they're gonna ever implement the Gokugetsu girls, so like the villains like Rinha, Shion, Nadeshiko, and whatever Gekka is her name, I think. So I don't know if they're gonna implement them to be playable characters, but I feel like they will eventually. At some point, I feel like they do have to introduce other characters though, because it feels like the cast is kind of limited. But I don't know. We'll see. I feel like this is still a good amount of characters. But if I know Idolmaster, I know they do introduce characters. They always introduce new characters, so I feel like if there's any precedence to previous iterations of like Idolmaster, they're probably going to introduce new characters at some point. Like second years or whatever, they're probably going to do something like that. Because they don't have any second years in the Gakumas. In terms of trainable characters. It's all just either first years or third years, which I think is kind of interesting. The only second year is like the non-playable character, like the radio girl or whatever. Like, what? Why am I so... That was weird. What's her face? Mashiro? Or is Mashiro her last name or first name? I don't remember. But yeah, she's technically a second year. She's just not ever... She's probably not going to be an idol. Which sucks because... Or she's like in the general courses, isn't she? She's like the club president for like the radio group, which is how like they made her backstory so that she's like the MC for like the radio programs. That's like the whole thing there. Which is kind of unfortunate because I actually kind of like her character design. Like she has a hoodie. Honestly, that's usually enough for me to really get into a character. If you have a hoodie for your character design, like I'm all in. Like if you look at any of the Uma Musume that have like their casual outfits have hoodies, like typically, and it's I want to say it's a coincidence, but maybe it isn't, because like generally my favorite characters all have hoodies as their casual outfits. Like Ines Fujin, her casual outfit has a hoodie. Dansu Flame has a hoodie. Tannhäuser, I guess, doesn't really have a hoodie. Her casual outfits is just weird though. I don't know about that one. And Nature is also kind of doesn't have a hoodie, but like Mihono Bourbon has a hoodie, is a favorite character. Who else has a hoodie? I guess Inari 1 has a hoodie. I wouldn't really say she's one of my favorite characters, but I do like her, so like there is that. I don't know. I'm a sucker for when it comes to like hoodies. I don't think it's like a character design thing, but like that's one of my favorite character design things. Is like when they have a hoodie, like a hooded sweatshirt, that kind of thing. It reminds me of when I was way back, like, I think when I was a writer for a magazine that I was like a part of, like a contributor towards. I remember when I wrote an article about like, oh, my favorite character traits, and it ended up being like kind of a thing where it's just like, I'm trying to remember what I put. I remember hoodies was one of them, which I don't think that's a character trait, but like I put it in anyway just because I was like, yeah, you know, if you're wearing a hoodie, hell yeah, brother. But yeah, hoodie was definitely one of them. I don't know, I don't remember the exact terminology of them, but there's like a term for like the sleepy type of eyes, the ones that have like the ones that my character has right now, like the kind of like the more relaxed type of eyes. It starts with a J. I remember there's a term for it, but like those types of eyes are also usually one of my favorites, hence the reason why I have those eyes, hence the reason why some of my favorite characters have those eyes. I'm thinking like, I don't remember, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like a good well-known example, because I can think of one, but it's not a well-known example. It's like Hifumi from New Game, which is like an anime that came out, like a moe anime that came out like a while back. But that's not really a good example, to be quite honest. Whoopsies. But yeah, sleepy eyes, short hair. I mean, you're generally like a short hair type of person. Honestly, if you're looking at like my favorite character traits, look at my model, because I incorporated a lot of my favorite character traits into my design. Like, look, I'm wearing a hoodie, I have short hair, I have those types of eyes. Yeah, that's generally it honestly is. I am a penguin, and I like penguins, so there you go. That's the thing there. God, I gotta stop pressing the right trigger. It just accidentally stopped my flow, if you know what I mean. Gotta stop that flow, or gotta not stop the flow. Also, this is a bug. I have the dirt highlight, I'm doing it, but like the tutorial's not disappearing, so that's kind of being annoying right now. That tutorial's just not going away. To be fair, this game literally just came out today, so I can't really blame it, but it is kind of like, okay, yes, I get it, yes, I can see the dirt highlight, it's right there, yes, okay, please, I get it. Please, go away now. Okay. Also, wait, how much money do I have? I kind of realized I've been getting, I mean, obviously I get money from doing these jobs, which then I can spend on better power washing equipment. So I'm looking for, like I said, looking forward to better power washers. Because that's the whole point of this game. You want better power washers so that you can truly become the power washer of your dreams. Yeah. Nope. God, I still get the button mixed up between the switch the nozzle and the switch the mode. I need to remember that's not the right button for that. Okay, I think the floor is still left. Like little bits of the floor here. Yep, you can see kind of little nooks and crannies of the cabin base. That I probably missed some. Yeah, you can see I missed a lot of the area over here. Okay, look at it. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is not what you want. Oh, okay, and it automatically cleaned. Nice. Oh, the chair's still not good. Get this chair real quick. Let me crouch down so I can get the crevices. There we go. Crevices. There we go. Chair's done. I think the chair... Yep, chair cushion's a separate thing. Is the lantern done? The lantern's done. Is the chair cushion done? Chair cushion's done. The dog bowl's not done, but I think I haven't been focusing on that, so it's fine. Dog bowl. Dog bowl. Dog bowl. Dog bowl. Pet bowl. Sorry, pet bowl. I shouldn't be so discriminatory. It could be a cat bowl. You never know. Although I don't think cats would really eat... cats could eat out of bowls. I wouldn't really put it against them. Go. Okay. I think the only things left now... I might have missed a few tiny things in this area, but we're good here. So now I just gotta take care of the miscellaneous stuff, which we'll do right now. Ooh, look at that. Wow, look at how the telescope moves. Isn't that... That's a nice feature. Revolutionary power wash mechanics is that the telescope moves as I'm power washing it. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. The other side. Also, I don't think you're supposed to power wash. It's funny because like I remember in the first game there was some stuff that I was like, you definitely should not power wash this. Like, I don't think you. It's like high pressure, like streams of water would not mix with some of this stuff. Like I remember distinctly like solar panels. Like there was a level with like the solar panel stuff, and I was like, that's not something. Like I remember reading something about how you should not power wash solar panels because then it breaks all of the like kind of the little mechanics and equipment there. Um, so I guess that's a tip for y'all. Don't power wash those things. And yeah, I feel like some of this stuff is like you should not power wash that. I'm not saying that you should power wash a telescope. I'm just saying like there's definitely some stuff that I remember in the first game that I was just like, you should not power wash this. Also, this has been cleaned. I don't know why. I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, move on. Okay, ooh, new messages. Out here, everything has legs, even the logs. Everything has eyes. Everything has mouth. Everything can speak. Wow, thank you for that wonderful commentary. Really love to see that. Really love the insightful commentary that comes from PowerWash Simulator. Whoops. Okay. Before I really dive deep into this one, let me do the this, or what is this? This is another lantern. Take care of this real quick. Get the lantern, and then I'll get the thing behind me over here, which is this thing, the shed. That's what they're called, sheds. Starting with the roofie, and then we'll do the last bits, and then we'll be right as rain. We'll be donezo. Okay. If I want to maximize this, let me go get my other ladder. This step ladder here. Help me, step ladder. I'm stuck. I don't remember this being the first game. Step ladder was definitely not here, and I appreciate it because it's very nice just to have this, the intermediary between the ladder and the little step ladder. Insert step sibling joke here, which I already made, so I'm very creative. Truly, my improv training has paid off in dividends. Speaking of which, maybe I should sign up for another improv class now that wow, my nose is so stuffy. Now that I'm in this area, I'm sure there's tons of places, not tons of places, but I'm sure there's places that I can go to that like comedy clubs and stuff that have like improv classes. Those are always fun to do, just because it's kind of nice to. One, it's fun to kind of put yourself out there, but two, it's also kind of free entertainment. You get to watch other people kind of be more funnier than you, do improv and freaking be amazing at stuff. Which is definitely the case when I took my improv classes back when I was in Chicago. It was like, yeah, no, the people that I was with were freaking hilarious. Like some of them were actually trying to do improv and like comedy as a career. Like they were actually being serious about it. Granted, I was being serious as well, but I was just like, I was a bit more like, the stakes were a bit lower. I was just like, yeah, if it isn't funny, it's not funny. I'm just not funny or whatever. The biggest reason I think I mentioned before I was doing it was just because I feel like it would be a bigger boon for streaming and stuff like this, where improv is making something out of absolutely nothing, and that's what I'm kind of doing right now. So it definitely helped with that aspect, and it also kind of helped to learn the kind of the ins and outs of improv, like the technical aspects of trying to be funny. It definitely helped with that kind of stuff. So kind of learning more about that was very valuable. Very valuable. Would recommend, even if you're not trying to get anything out of it in terms of like kind of like, oh, I want to be a better streamer. Like it's just fun to like do those types of classes and meet new people and that kind of thing. So definitely would recommend. Am I good with the shed? I think I'm good with the shed now. Also, wow, what is in that? Oh, it's just a whole bunch of fire. Okay, I was like, that just doesn't look right to me for some reason. Okay, now we just gotta get these stepping stones. Step on the stepping stones. Okay. Stepping stone. Lantern, don't get in my way. Nice. Always nice. It's always. I was really excited for this game to come out. When I saw that the sequel was coming out, PowerWash Simulator 2, I was hype. Like I mentioned before, I played the first Power Wash sim back when I didn't have a PC. You know, this was one of the few games I had on my Xbox, um, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed, just like spending time, just like slowly, meticulously, just kind of going through levels, cleaning everything. And the story was pretty decent to boot, even the first game too. So there was that kind of little fun aspect to it. But it was just kind of nice, just kind of relaxing and just kind of zenning out to just playing this kind of to playing these types of games. And so I was definitely really excited for this to come out. And so far, it's been pretty good. It has been pretty good. TBD on, how the story is. I've, again, been told that one, there's a lot more levels, and two, that it's actually pretty good story. So I'm excited to see how it goes. In terms of streaming this, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a series. Who knows? Because I already kind of have a streaming or like a talkie game in Truck Sim. I don't know if I really want to have this as another talkie game. Then again, this has a story of which I can kind of focus my efforts on rather than just kind of, unlike Truck Sim where it's like it doesn't really have, it's a bit more freeform. There isn't really any story there. It's just like, oh yeah, be a truck sim or drive as a trucker. Like I guess you can, like you have your company that you can also run with that as well. But other than that, there really isn't a story to that game, which isn't really a bad thing by any means. It's just a thing with that type of game. So that's that. But I guess I can make that the talkie one. And who knows? Maybe I might come back to this in the future stream, or maybe I'll just play it on my free time. Who knows? The future is bright. The future holds many things, and I don't know what the future holds. Who knows what the future holds? All we know is the present. All we can control is what we can control right now in the present, and hope that the future brings us much good. Very unrelated, but I need to get back into reading more books. When I first moved over here, I was just like, I think I mentioned before, I didn't have internet for like the first week that I was moving over here, so I spent a lot of time just like reading books and stuff, which was kind of nice. I need to get back into that. Because reading it's good. Reading is good. And I think I mentioned before how I was reading, memoir's not the right word, but like a kind of like a thing about like how a former executive of Facebook was talking about her experiences. The book is called like Careless People, and it was talking about how like the executives, the higher up, like all the decisions in Facebook, how like their carelessness, how the fact that they were not prepared at any capacity to be like leaders or like serve as leadership, kind of screwed over just a lot of things, like obviously like with the U.S. election, but also with regards to like China and like the stuff there, and like a good example that book came up with was like I'm not going to pronounce the word like this country correctly, but Myanmar, Myanmar, how the actions that Facebook took there kind of affected it negatively, and had long-lasting consequences that we still see to this day. It's definitely it's a lot. I mean, I think most people kind of already know Facebook, Meta, whatever, is kind of a shit show. In terms of like all this, especially now with all the AI stuff that's kind of like AI slop that's been kind of polluting that platform. A lot of platforms, but that one especially. But even before that, like there's all the stuff, like the privacy concerns, like the like different things that happen there. It's goes to show you, we really need good leaders, and the bad leaders can really screw things over, and kind of crazy how much influence a company can have over like world politics and like proceedings and policy and all that. It is crazy. But I did finish reading that. Very good read. I would recommend it, honestly. It's a very good book. It's called Careless People. By Sarah Wynne Williams, I think was her name. Former executive, I think like former president of policy or whatever at Facebook. Yeah, kind of dives into her experiences working there, some of the stuff that she had to experience in terms of like kind of sexual harassment and all that. Which yeah, there was that too, of course, because freaking Silicon Valley startup, haha, there are no rules. Uh, I'm, it's crazy how I remember. I think when I was first in college, or when I was in college, right? Everybody was like, oh, like, and I went to a college that, or I was around a lot of people that was kind of like that tech bro startup kind of mentality, where it's like, oh man, it would be my dream job to work at one of the FANG companies, like if you don't know, like Facebook, that stands for like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, like the big five. I'm sure that's changed now. Like I know that's definitely like there's definitely other like more companies that can be added to that list. But like I'm just thinking like the big like startups, like the big companies that hire like lots of software engineers, that kind of thing. It's crazy because like in my mind I was just like when I was in college I was like, man, I was also like I would love to work at one of those companies, but now I'm just like you couldn't pay me to work at those companies now because like I've heard of all the experiences and like that's the thing, right? Like with all the stories about the amenities that like all those companies give, like free dinners, like gyms, all these memberships and stuff. Like yes, they give you all that stuff, but the reason why they give you all that stuff is because they have that expectation that you're going to be working there for hours upon hours of your day. You're going to just be like spending your entire life there. It's just that's just going to be your life. Your job is your life. Like you have work-life balance. There is none of that. Like you are just going to be working there forever, or like your hours are just going to be like forever sort of thing, which is absolutely like no thank you, fuck that. Like one of the things for me, um, now that I am in my career, it's just like that I value is work-life balance, being able to be like, yeah, like sure, I obviously like I gotta do my shit, and do my job, but at the end of the day, if you can get your like having that boss that understands the mentality of, if you can get your shit done, as long as you get your shit done, I don't care like how long you work or like when you work or that kind of thing. I just know that as long as you get your stuff done, then I'm good. And luckily, all of my bosses have been exactly like that. Fortunately, I have not had the most terrible bosses. I think the worst boss I've had in hindsight was the one who ended up laying me off. And then she ended up, I don't know whether she got laid off or whether she ended up, like just like quitting, but she ended up, the former company that I ended up working for, and I think I mentioned this in an earlier stream, the company I ended up working for actually got acquired and did a whole bunch of layoffs. So actually, I think I ended up getting off scot-free by not having to deal with all that. Sure, I still had to end up dealing with the shitty job market, but like, luckily I had to deal with that sooner rather than later. And yeah, she's not working anymore apparently. I'm sure she probably has some shit that she's working on. I don't know. Knowing her, she has some like startup that she's working on. Good for her. But she was always she was always the thing of, oh, you guys are so close to me. You guys are like family. And then next thing you know, it's like you get on a call with her and it's like, oh, okay, like we decided that today's gonna be your last day. Okay, bye. And I'm like, oh, okay, fuck you too, I guess. All this family BS, which I already kind of knew was BS in the first place. Like, and I mentioned before, I was already looking for a job to begin with, but I was hoping to at least get that lined up before I actually let go, and then it ended up being shitty job market, and then blah blah blah. Didn't get a job for 9 months, and then. But that's neither here nor there. Instead, what am I? Oh, this shenanigans. This is a shenanigans that I do not have. There we go. Okay, what else am I missing, game? What else am I missing? Oh, this specific fire pit capstone. Okay. Apparently what I'm missing. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I actually do prefer this over the tablet. This more dynamic way of doing it. Like, because the tablet was a little bit annoying, in which case you had to kind of maneuver through menus and stuff. This is a little bit better in that you can just, oh, yeah, I can see a lot of what I'm missing here. Okay. This is a lot better. UI, I do appreciate this a lot more. So there is that to it. Ooh. See, I did miss something. The telescope's still over here. I missed the underside of this. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, reading. That was the whole thing about why I was talking about Facebook and stuff, and companies and work. Yeah, reading. I did pick up another book. forgot that I don't remember the name of it, so I'll have to remember that later. But it's about data because I'm a fucking nerd and I decided reading books like that would be kind of interesting. But it's basically about kind of the inherent bias towards the males, like um, like yeah, males in data. Like how, if you really think about it, like I've only read the first section of it so far, so I'm not too deep into it. But it does raise a lot of good points about how um, like we as a society are very male oriented. Like you think of like examples of stuff of where I think a good example is like you think of like doctor. If you're like thinking doctor, for some reason a lot of people think like a male doctor. Like even if you're not explicitly saying male, like you think of like a male person like in a doctor suit. If you're whenever you're like, oh, like doctor is being mentioned, and it's stuff like that where it's like there's inherent bias towards kind of the male population, which is really weird. Given that half of the population is freaking female, it's just like why is it that like our data models and like our data sets and all that is very inherently biased towards the male population. So it's kind of an interesting book that kind of brings up a lot of those topics, and I'm reading through that right now. What, there was a bear? Uh-oh. I'm just reading the text right now. It's like there's a bear that woke up. um I'm sorry, what? The bear that was sleeping in the lodge? Bascuse? I don't know about that one. Alright, I'm gonna go to home base real quick because I want to buy some stuff. Yes. Oh, I got furniture unlocked. Hell yeah. Yeah, look at this empty ass shit. Let's get some furniture up in this shenanigans. Holy shit, I can open this. Wow, I can open and close the door all the way from here. Freaking telekinesis. Okay. Let's go to the shop. Let me see if I can buy some washers. I have 275. No, I'm just kidding. I have $1,200, which means I can buy some power washers. What do I want to buy? What is this? Ideal for washing five surfaces. Huh. The Swirl Force Surf Ace. Surf Ace, get it? Um, Interesting. I have enough money to buy the next power washer. Now, do I want to buy the Prime Vista or the Urban? It seems like the Urban, it's comparable power-wise to the heavy-duty ones, but it comes with the area of effects. Costs. I'll go with this one. Hell yeah, brother. And then we'll do turbo nozzle, twin turbo, and then a short extension. Look at that. We got the extra long extension, the long extension. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. I don't think I have enough money for anything now because I think I literally just spent all my money. What is P? What is this P currency? Is this the furniture? It is the furniture. Alright, let's buy everything here. Let's see. Washer cosmetics. Can I buy anything on this one? Nope. Doesn't seem like it. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, furniture. Ooh, outfits. Outfit cosmetics. Where's the pink? God dang it. God dang it, Bobby. Okay, no pink. No pink. Break skateboard. I keep pressing the wrong goddamn button. Okay. Ooh, van cosmetics. Ugh. I'm gonna wait for pink. I feel like there has to be pink that is unlocked at some point. But I think that's pretty much it for that. What are we doing here? I can place stuff. I can place stuff. How? Am I stupid? The answer may surprise you. Access furniture. Okay. Access for tab. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know what button that would be in the Okay, now how do I No. This one? No. What is that button? Am I stupid? The answer may surprise you. How Wait, I can wash it? Excuse? I would love to completely clean the dirty furniture. I would love to, if you give me a chance. Hello? Sir? Wash? Space? Hello? Am I stupid? Is it recall? What? Oh, here it is. Oh! I see. I'm stupid. Oh, you have to wash the furniture first. Oh, I get it. Okay. Okay. That's nice. That's all fun and dandy. Gives us more of a thing to do. Yeah, let's do it. Let's wash this furniture item. Man, how did this rug get so dirty though? I don't know. But hey, you know, I might as well use my power wash simulator, power wash skills to the max by, you know, cleaning all this. I guess this brings me back to my question. Is it okay to power wash, like, because I saw there was like a couch and lamp, right? Is it really good? I don't think it'd be the best idea to power wash that though, to be honest. Also, let me use my new, where's my new power wash? Is this my new power washer? I think so. Hot damn. Hot. Is this? It feels better. It does feel better. It does have a bigger spread too. Giggity. So I feel like this. I think this is my new one. Hold on. No, not you. Wait, hold on. Oh god. God dang it. Hold on. I don't think. Is this? I don't think so. I don't think this is my new power washer. I don't know. I legitimately can't tell, which is kind of concerning. If it isn't, that's great. If it is, I'm not sure. But let me place this furniture item. Where did it go? Huh? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hold on. 1 second. How do I tell whether it is my power washer? Farm Vista. Okay, Urban. Didn't I buy you? Hold on. What did I just do? Did I just sell it? Did I just sell it? Did I just sell it? Sell for 1,000. No. Well, it's a good thing you can sell and rebuy it, because, you know, that's cool. Prime Vista. Okay. Okay, you can tell... No, I can't. I am stupid, and I don't know whether I'm using my new power washer computer. Power wash my computer, power wash the keyboard. Great. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is how you do free play. Oh my god, bro. If this is the size of the... Okay, there is a lot to do. My goodness. Power wash the laptop. Okay. What is all this? Read article. Oh, I can read an article. Wow, I got an achievement for that. Town with no cats. I remember when that was a thing. Ha 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 ha. Now look at all these cats. Power wash the cat photos. What is he up to? That's a great question. Good old, what's his face? Yeah, Jeff Jefferson. That's his name. Friggin' Jeff Jefferson. Who the fuck does he think he is? Mayor Jefferson. The disgraced Mayor Jefferson. Power wash the curtains. Power wash the plant. Power wash me. Okay. Power wash the TV. Power wash everything. Power wash my life. Oh, that should have been my title for the stream. Power wash my life. I'll do that next time. Any Hoosers. How do I place... Yes, I would like to place this rug. Right here. Here. But am I stupid? Yeah? There we go. It was that button. That's not intuitive. Okay. Yay, I got a rug. And I got an achievement for that too. Okay. What am I... Okay, so let me try and... Is this my new power washer? I don't think so. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold the front door. Hold your gates. I don't think so. I can't. Hmm. It's not. Okay, it's not my new power washer. Question, how do I use my new power washer? Hello? Am I stupid? Power washer. Power washer. Change washer styling. Prime Vista 2400. Prime Vista some Vista Prime. Also, how far am I? Wow, okay, anyway. How do I use my new power washer? Somebody please tell me. Okay, hold. Okay. Access replay jobs. You have the memento shells in Harper's. Oh, that's Harper's room? Okay. Good for her, I guess. Yep. See that? Yep. Ooh, Art Deco house is next. Okay. I'm only gonna assume that the new power washer is gonna come into play once I start the new job. So let's get into it. This is the I thought that for a minute there I thought that's a troglodyte. Yeah, you know, this is Troglodyte Lodge. Apologize for how filthy it is. Got back from a dig in Alaska. Found a house looking like this, and my other half, Karen, apparently vanished into thin air? Huh? It wouldn't be the first time. Whenever she gets away from anything interesting, that's her gone from... Is Karen a cat? Or a dog? What? Ah, whatever. Okay, let's just get into it. Okay. Let us see. Okay. No, no, wait, this is still my old power washer. Brother. Aha! There we go. There. Oh, that's so good. I love that for me. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love that. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the good shit. That's the good shit. That's the good kush. Also, side note, what the frick is going on over here? The beam's path and in the firing line for the famous merman hum? Was this something from the first game that I didn't remember? Was this something from the first? I don't remember this from the first game. Interesting. Alright, well, we got this shenanigans back again. YOLO! Oh, I made it. Nice. Good job, me. Okay, we'll start from the top. And work our way down. Oh, it's another telescope. Nice. Nice cock. Re-aim mode. Yes, I'm not stupid. I know how this works. Access task list. Wait, task list. Oh, it does exist. Oh, that's wonderful. Open, close game menu. I'm glad that the tutorial is working now, though. Seems like it was just broken. Okay, it's gone. Oh my god, thank goodness. Thank goodness the tutorial's finally gone. Okay, let's do... Hold on. Reset again. Okay, this should be good, and let's resume. Oh, this is so good. I love this for me. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. And I love that in this neighborhood of houses, you have this freaking house that sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm sure the HOA is loving the fact that this house exists. Ah, freaking HOAs. Fuck HOAs. Like, I don't even own a house. Or I'm probably not going to even come close to owning a house anything. At most, probably like a condo, maybe in the next few years. Given how the economy is nowadays. And like how freaking expensive it is to live here. But even then I know how freaking stupid HOAs are. Fuck HOAs. Oh man, this is so good. I'm loving my new power washer. This is beautiful. Wait until we get to some of the heavy duties, to the extra heavy, like the professional grade. Oh, chef's kiss. Beautiful. That's when we get to the good shit. That's when everything just clicks perfectly. Okay, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, hold on, let me switch my to this, okay. Don't fall. Gotta get all the nooks and crannies. Everybody's favorite Nook's Cranny. Ah, yes, good old Nook's Cranny. I'm back to Animal Crossing again. I'm still... This is very unrelated, but I was surprised when... Because in New Horizons, or like before New Horizons, the stores, they would have like tons and tons of upgrades. So it would be like Nook's Cranny, then it would go to like... It would go to like different like types of stores, like a convenience store, and then like a regular store, or like that's probably not the right order, but like yeah, regular store, convenience store. Eventually, it would go all the way to like a department store, like Nookingtons. Oh, that was my favorite. I love the Nookingtons. But like with New Horizons, they just stopped at like one upgrade and that's it. And so I was kind of a little bit disappointed to see that they just like stopped at the one upgrade rather than just doing like a whole bunch of like different like types of stores. And that was one I definitely enjoyed, like in the old Animal Crossing games, when it went to like different things. But you know, I guess that's whatever. You still have it still had a decently good. I mean, yeah, it's still a good range of products and whatever in Nook's Cranny. But I still miss I miss having Nookingtons and the Nook and Go and whatever. Although I remember that in the old games, I think one of the requirements for getting Nookingtons was like you needed to have. Didn't you need to have like somebody like visit your town? So for the longest time, I think I was stuck at like Nook and Go's or whatever. I also could be wrong. That could just be me Mandela affecting stuff. Cause I don't. Maybe that wasn't a thing. But I feel like I remember being stuck at Nook and Go's for like the longest time, and then I didn't even get to Nookingtons until like very late. See, that was a different requirement. Because I feel like that would be really stupid to have it locked to just be like, oh, you need to have somebody visit your island. But I feel like that was a thing. I don't know, maybe not though. Also, I'm realizing as we're approaching, as I'm looking at the time, that I still have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, and I still have to wake up kind of early. So this probably might be my last job. Or no, this will be my last job. I'm just going to say that right now. Probably going to keep it pretty short. I just wanted to dive deep into, or not dive deep, but like dive into this game and see how it's different from the first, like what changes they've made. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I do like the little bits of kind of UI changes they've made, the little bits of stuff. They've definitely improved on it for sure, and it still keeps the same spirit of the original PowerWash simulators. So I am very much enjoying it so far. Very, very good stuff. And we'll see whether this ends up being like a kind of a long running series. I wouldn't bet on it, but stranger things have happened, so Stranger Things. A TV show that I have not watched. I have not watched that many TV shows in general, to be quite honest. I think I mentioned how uncultured I am, like when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like I don't watch that many movies. Also, how long was I stuck there? I just saw that I got the low battery percentage thing on my phone, which is annoying because whenever that happens, it just freezes my camera tracking, and so I'm just kind of stuck like that. So or like whatever pose I'm stuck on, which is kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully, I wasn't stuck for too long. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I was actually stuck. Not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, I don't watch that many. I haven't watched that many movies. I think what was the last movie I watched that wasn't like an anime movie or whatever? Because if we were counting that, I think the last movie I watched would probably be the Bocchi the Rock recap movies. No, I feel like I watched something before, after that though, because that was a while ago. I don't remember. I don't know. In a little bit. But yeah, no, that does speak to the fact that it has been well, I don't think that counts. K-pop Demon Hunters, I guess, was the last movie I watched, technically speaking. Because that is technically a movie. But I guess last movie I watched in the movie theater probably was the Bocchi the Rock recaps, which not really movie. I mean, it is a movie, but in the most strict definitions. But like, I'm just saying, like, in terms of like, it wasn't really that. There was like not that much content, which I kind of expected. I just wanted to get an excuse to see Bocchi the Rock again, as that is like my favorite anime, whatever. So, all to say, I'm excited for the second season because they have announced that at least. I don't know if they've announced when it's gonna come out, but probably not anytime soon. But I am excited. I have been reading the manga for that, so I do already kind of know what happens after the anime ends, or the first season ends. Kind of already know like the shenanigans that happens. Been keeping up with like manga translations and stuff, so. But it'll still be kind of fun to see it animated because it's a very different experience from it being animated. Because one of the biggest draws of Bocchi the Rock was the animation direction, the art direction, the way they enhanced jokes to be including some stuff. It was all very fun. That was one of the bigger reasons why I really enjoyed that anime in the first place. And I'm sure was a reason that a lot of people enjoyed it. Why am I... Oh, I was stuck there for a second. There we go. Ding. Nice ding. Rotate. Okay. Oh, man. It may not seem like it, but the medium duty power washer, the upgrade that I have here, is so much better. So much better. It's making this go so much farther. This side. Oh yeah. Oh no, 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 I'm falling. I've fallen and I can't get up. Man, your house is crusty. How did it get this crusty? Oops. Nope, nope. Hold on. Reset this. How do I get... Oh no, I actually am stuck up here, down here, whatever. Shenanigans. YOLO! Oh, okay, I didn't fall, thank goodness. Also, there's no fall damage in this game. Imagine if there was fall damage in this game. That would make things a lot harder. Oops, no. Because yeah, I remember in the first game there was many a time when I was doing something like this where I was not paying attention to how close I was to the edge and then I just fall off. And I'd be like, oh, I'm fine, it's just a scrape. Tis just a scrape. Here. Oh wow, we already got that. Nice, nice. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, I just saw that I got the message even though I haven't even reached 20% yet. So that's kind of interesting. I guess it's slightly different, maybe? It's not just limited to being 20%, 10%, whatever. Oh, frick! Okay, well, there goes mine. There goes me. Okay. Going back up to the side. Okay. YOLO! Oh, please, yes, let me in. Okay. Still trying to slightly get used to controls, to be quite honest, but I feel like the more I play this, obviously, the more I play this, the more I'm gonna get better at this. Just hope it comes with a little bit more time. Oh, no, I didn't want to fall there, actually. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. I'm just gonna do my patented jump method, my patented method of jumping. Try and get all the crevices there. Whoop. Okay. Another crevice jumping here. More of that. This is fine. This works. This is efficient. Okay. Am I still missing something from the central? Apparently I am. That's crazy. Oh no, I'm about to die. Okay. Oh, it was that. Okay. Good shenanigans. I guess I'm down here now. That's fine. Let me just get this little area. Really love this Aurora Borealis. Located in this area at this time of day, at this time of the year, or whatever the frick that quote is from Steamed Hams. I don't know. I've only watched it like once. The original version too, not like any mean versions. But I feel like I had to watch it at least once just to get like what it actually is. It's a classic for a reason, for sure. Okay, let me go back up. Edis. Let's see. Central Fin's good. I think. Are we good? No, we're not good there. There's still some. There's still some. Oh no, I didn't jump correctly. Ah. I didn't YOLO good enough. Oh wait, hold on. There's a ladder now. Oh, that's so much easier to go. Oh my god! Wow, I love it. Oh my god, such great improvements. Truly, this game knows the struggle. Also, this central feature wall is still weird. Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. I think we're good on the top here. I don't need to do any more. So I can go down here now. And then focus on this area. Okay. Oh, wait. No, wait, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So, doop. And doop. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, buddy. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, wow, we're only 13. Man, maybe I should have stopped. Because this is going to be a big job. This is a big boy job. Job for the big boys. Yeah, this is going to take a while. I mean, this is a big area. This is one of the bigger ones. Which is fair. There's going to be a lot of these. But man, it's going to take a little bit. Because, yeah, you got this area. Oh my god, you got this area too. The patio. Look at all that. Oh, look at all that shenanigans. Hell yeah. That's some good shenanigans. Okay. This area. Oh my god. This medium power washer is my god. Is my Lord and Savior. Truly, we are blessed to be with the power washy. Lovely. Oh, they have a telescope too. I think. Yeah, it's a. Oh no, it's a. What is that? It's a theodolite. What is a theodolite? I don't know what that is. Anyway. I'll figure it out later, I guess. I'm assuming it's like something similar to a telescope. It looks very similar to a telescope, so I can only presume that it is a that it is kind of serve similar functions to a telescope. But that might be ignorant, and that actually may serve completely different function. Who knows? If I was smart, I would use the internet to try and look it up. But I'm not gonna do that yet. Somebody smarter than me can go look it up and tell me. Maybe someday. Instead, I'm gonna focus on power washing, because that's all I know how to do. Power washing is my life. And I know that I missed a spot over here. Yep. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Oh. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. Get some of this here. Oopsies. Some of this area. This shenanigans. This. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's just like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Front here. Oh yeah, I know. I realize I'm missing a lot of spots over to the right next to me. Actually, I can get these. I was like, it's probably gonna be too close for me to get these, but I got it. I got it. Oh, hell yeah, look at that. Look at that. Good stuff. Good stuff. I can kind of teeter on the edge a little bit here just to get this area. Nice, nice. And then work our way to here. Let me just reset my position. There we go. Okay. Let me clean this theodolite or whatever the hell this is, of which we don't know of its use, but we'll find out eventually maybe. Let me look it up. Might as well. Hold on. Take a little bit of a quick break. Also, good break for hydration. Theodolite. A theodolite is a precision optical instrument for measuring angles between designated visible points in the horizontal and vertical planes. Oh, so it's like a it's like it's like the things that the land the like in construction zones, if you see people like doing like something that looks like surveying, I guess it's kind of like that. Okay, that's interesting. Not really a telescope then. Not really even close. Okay, that's interesting. A new job is available, but I'm still working on this one. Oh, wait, it's a car. Kind of tempted to do that one and just do that one. Yeah, just do that one because that might end quicker than just doing this whole house. But we're still only at 20% for the this house. But I don't know. I'll commit to this one. You know, we're committing to it. Right on the precipice. There we go. Oh, fall. Oh, I've fallen and I can get up. Look at this inner wall. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let me reset my position. Okay, that much better. Yeah, I think that's the strat. You just gotta keep resetting your position so you're not in too weird of a shenanigans when you're doing this. Like for instance here and then here, and then just do that, and then it's easy, easy money. Okay. Oh no, it's happening. Oh man. Can't stand too far back because otherwise it barely cleans anything here. That's kind of a shame. Ding dong. Your food deliveries here. I don't know why I'm doing this when my whole philosophy has been, let me just do the top first and then work my way down. And then I proceed to just screw all that and just do this instead. I think my philosophy is just vibes. It's just like, I feel like doing this now, I think I'll just do this. Generally, I try to stay at the highest point, or like start at the highest point, and then work my way down, but like, sometimes I'm just like, yeah, screw it, I feel like doing this first. There we go, entrance wall is good. Entrance wall is good, okay. Look at that, look at how clean that's getting. Look at that. I am a little bit curious. I do want to try out the soap, the new soap feature. Or is it a new soap feature? I don't know if it's new. It might be new. I haven't even seen it. So like what it might be, or like if it's new or anything. Apparently it's new? I don't know. I'm kind of interested. Let me see. Hold on. Stop. Washer equipment. The soap nozzle. I don't have enough money for that, unfortunately. So I guess we're gonna have to wait on the whole, like, soap. The whole idea of soap. Fine. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I thought there was a thing that I had to open for some reason. Start from here. What is this? Is that a troglodyte? Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. Oh yeah, that. Oh, it's a trilobite. I don't know why it's troglodyte. What? The only context of troglodyte is I heard it used as like an insult, but like I don't know what it actually is. I don't know. I just feel like it's a fun kind of insult to use. You troglodytes. Like low life, except more scholarly, whatever. Yeah, that's the word. Scholarly. Okay, let me start going back up again. In hindsight, I probably should have taken the ladder, but you know, it's all good. All good in the hood. Okay. Oh, oh, nope, nope, oh, there we go. Okay. Still getting used to controls. I don't know. Eventually, I'll figure it out. How do I want to do this? Actually, let me try and YOLO myself over here and try and get this area done. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then rotate that. Yeah, let's just do it from here. Yeah, thanks to Medium Washer, this should be easy peasy lemon squeeze me. Look at that. Look at how easily the dirt is going away. That is what I love to see. Also, I'm noticing just now, but there's like little animations of like the dirt going away. If you're noticing, like the little kind of like splashback of the dirt, that really adds a nice kind of dimension to the whole cleaning aspect of this, which I'm really appreciating. If you notice, especially if we kind of go through the dirty effects here, like real life power washing. And I guess that's where my strategy comes from. Is like if I was doing real life power washing, I'd probably want to start from the top first, so that all the water, the dirty water that comes from washing this kind of drains out from the bottom, and then so it doesn't affect it. If I start from the bottom, go to the top, then I have to redo the bottom. It's kind of my thinking there, I guess. What, the beam's gone? Oh, beam's gone. Huh, interesting. Oh, Leonard. Hey, something's changed. Good old classic old man who only types in quotes or in all caps. Or wasn't the beam keeping the volcano in check? Oh, right, the whole volcano thing. That's a thing. I remember that. That's concerning. It's okay. Okay, so yeah, the beam was a thing apparently. I just didn't remember because I don't remember the exact everything of the story of this game of the first game. I do remember there was a whole thing with like the volcano and like the aliens coming and like them helping to stop the volcano from erupting or whatever because we helped with the power washing of their thing or whatever. It's a whole story. There's a whole storyline involved in this. And like the mayor's cat going missing and that relating to all the shenanigans that happening around. I don't remember the exact specifics, but yeah, there was like a whole thing with a cat disappearance or whatever. Oh, yes, I can reach all the way over there. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Actually, no, that was good. That was good. I need to position reset. Walls here. Position reset. Oh no! That's unfortunate. Oh well. No, I want it to wash. I want to wash. Try and get as high as I can up to with this one. Yeah, remember my whole philosophy? Screw that. Screw that. I'm just doing whatever I want to do. Oh, I know you can reach further. Nah, I probably need to. Wait, I do have the extension. Shoot. Ah, shuttlecocks. Okay. I can at least reach this. Okay, that's not too bad. I am doing this so methodically, and by that I mean I'm not doing this methodically at all. which is probably annoying some of you, but I don't really care. What is happening? What just happened? That's interesting. Okay. What is this? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I am loving that. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, wait. Oh, man, my reach isn't long enough for this. Ah, whatever. Oh, but that's still really neat. Hell yeah. I love that. Okay. Let's go in. Windows. Man, this game really upgraded on the amount of stuff that you can use to climb up. Really appreciate that, though. 10 out of 10 thoughts. Need to reset position again. Nope. That wall should be good. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, now the wall over here. The window, I mean. Do the windows to the walls. Okay. I feel like with how big this is, I don't need to be too methodical with it, because I can just kind of decently get decent coverage. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then the game is kind of usually pretty forgiving, although sometimes it can be really unforgiving, so maybe I shouldn't be too lackadaisical about it. Should be a little bit more cautious. Inner wall. Frame is good. Or like the window frame's good. Okay, window frame's good there. Good there. Good there. I feel like we missed one thing with the trim, probably. Fine. Go. Oh, the balcony trim. Okay, that's just going to be all around in general, so that's nothing useful. Okay, that's good for that. Get 4. Or get this next. Let me get the theodolite or whatever the hell this was. And then the crouch for this one. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Position. Crouch. Rotate. No, not you. I'm still trying to wrap my way around stuff. Come on. Come on. I'll stand up a little bit. There we go. Wait, what? It was the thing that just popped up. Oh, it was probably for the lift over there. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why I'd be able to control it from so far away. That one's a little weird to me. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, okay. It was just the other side that I just completely forgot about. Nice. Nice-oo. And crouch down a little bit here, just so I can get some of this crevice, the inner crevice stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with water and power washing pressure. Oh, there's a lot more than I thought there was for some reason. I don't know why I didn't think there was. I was like, oh, there's not that much. It's like, oh, it actually is a lot, quite a lot, quite a little bit. Quite a little bit indeed. Okay. Yeah, no, this balcony inner wall is going to be quite a lot, which is good, because that means that I could be, again, a bit more in coverage means I can be a bit more lenient with stuff. Kind of nice. Wow, you even got the freaking Trilobite logo right there on your freaking chairs. Damn. How fancy ass place is this? I mean, this is like an Art Deco house. Like, look at all the furniture here. It's all fancy and shit. Yeah, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Freaking troglodytes. This area. Chairs. Okay, yeah, there we go. this little bit of inner wall. And let me crash down just a little bit, just in case. Okay. Reset position. And get some of the floor here. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good shenanigans. Okay. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure the bottom's here. Bottom's always the. Oh, there's a leaf that just flew over my head, right into my eyes. Love that. Oh, new jobs available already. Jeff Jefferson. I thought you were arrested or whatever. I thought you went to exile. A big. Okay, interesting. A billboard. Okay. Oh, turns out Jeff Jefferson is not disappeared and is back in the main story. Who would have thought? Oh, fucking got this swear. Sorry. That is really annoying though. That the model that it just freezes. That the tracking stops whenever I get an alert like that. That is really annoying. Because I'm not looking at the tracking every time. I'm not looking at it every so often. So like if that happens, I'm just kind of stuck there. Well, it's not the biggest deal. Oh, there you go, nice. It's not the biggest deal, but it also is just kind of annoying. Let me stand back up again. Get some of these outer this stuff. Some of the floor. Then yeah, some of the tops here. I'm sure the other side is also one I need to work on, but for now, let me just kind of get the tops here, just so that we're good on that side. Okay, and then jump. Ooh, don't jump too high. You reset position. Okay. Oh, I can't reach that. Dang it. Go. Balcony trim. There's still like this area that's still kind of a bit iffy. Okay, the chip. Let me at least try and do these chairs here. Probably like little bits of it that I still haven't gotten. Yeah. Okay. Same with this one. Table. There we go. Table's good. Now I just need to do chairs. There we go. Okay. Oh no. Wait, I can pick this up? Oh shit. Nice. Okay. Raise me up. Beam me up. Oh, wait. Raise. Yay. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah, because then it makes it easier for me to go like up here and do some of this shenanigans. Sorry. Oh, I should probably move it over there. Well, no, I can do this. Here, I can do that. Switch over here. It'd probably be better if I can do it from farther away, just so I didn't have to be too close to it. Unfortunately, I'm just doing it like this anyway, because screw me, I guess. Okay, never mind, that was easy. Okay, don't fall. I fell anyway. Okay, can I reach those? Can I reach that area? Barely. Okay. Berenstein Bears. Okay. Let me go up the Actually, no. Let me move this real quick. Then I can rotate you. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. Oh, whoops. Didn't need to do that. Place you. Okay. Raise me up. Nice. Shoot now. Okay, and then bump. Okay, there we go. Still need to remember which button, what the button order is for all that. Okay, we're not halfway, but we're kind of getting there. Honestly, taking a little longer than I was hoped. Then again, I probably should have remembered that, you know, houses like this usually take longer. But I'm in it for the long haul, so we're just gonna finish this up, and then once that's done, we're gonna call it a stream. Okay. Okay, don't fall. Don't fall, you have so much to live for. Nice. Just do my patent jump method. And then that should be enough for this one. What did I just get? I got something. I don't know what it was, but it sure was something. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's the thing I wanted. I don't know what I just got, but I got something else. The balcony outer wall still has a ton there. Let me at least get this stuff first. Okay. Oh boy. And the jumping method. Nice. Okay. And then also I realized that this probably has still a little bit left. Oh no, I fell again. Ah. Maybe I should do it on from here. Yeah, honestly, this is a pretty good vantage point, so maybe I'll just do it from here. And then... Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. So much easier. So much more efficient. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, the fossil decoration is fine. Okay, I don't know why... I don't know why in my head I didn't think it was, but apparently it was fine, so that's good, I guess. Oh, look at that. Look at... Oh, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Get this shenanigans. Get the shenanigans. Oh no, it's happening again. Okay. Okay, I should probably get that top layer. But first, let me get this area. For whatever reason. Man, we're not even halfway done, though. Man. Maybe I should have just accepted the car and just accepted my fate. But no, I gotta clean. I gotta finish this out. I gotta at least, you know, get this started. Really, just gotta commit to stuff, you know. Commitments. Gotta keep your commitments. Gotta keep your promises, you know. That's how life works. Gotta keep to all that. Okay. Also, wow, I haven't even done this part yet. Okay, hold on. Ladder. Ladder. No, not you. Ladder. No, not you. Okay. Actually, you know what? Get the other ladder. Get the other ladder. Yeah, you. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, that's gonna be easier. Okay. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Nope. Start from the top, work our way down. Reset position. No. Still getting used to it. Nice, the window's done. I'm sure this area's not done. And trim's done. Okay, I need another ladder. Unless... Yeah, I can use this ladder. Pick that up. Place that... No. Place it over here. And nice. Okay, so that should be... Oh, okay, hold on. Whoa, wait, pause. Interesting. Okay, hold on. Very interesting. Okay, oh boy. Whoa, hold on. Yeah. At least, okay, apparently it still doesn't like that. Okay, you know what? This is not really working that well. Alright. There has to be a better way of doing this. It's called... I should probably bring the big structure over instead of just dealing with it like this. This is not working at all. Oh, why am I going down? Why am I going down? No. Okay, there we go. Alright. The other method is I can do this. That was probably a much better way of doing it. I don't know why I didn't do this. Oh, I heard that. I heard that little squelch. That's the sound of dirt being cleaned. Oh, hell yeah. There it is. Now we're getting somewhere. And one of these. One of those. And then, yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. Okay. This might be better. I can reach this. Okay. There we go. And then the patented jumping method, which always works. Always 100% works. Come on. I know you can do it. Come on, I know you can do it. Come on, I know you can do it. Unless you're part of... Are you part of the... Oh, you're part of the whole thing. Oh, interesting. I thought you were I thought you were an individual thing. You are part of the whole thing. I don't know how I feel about that. Which... Oh my god, are you kidding me? The jumping method. Okay, hold on. I gotta get another ladder. Okay. No, fuck. No. Okay, I thought I was gonna fall again. Hold on, I have an idea. I have a non-stupid idea. There it is. Oh, I got something. Essential feature. Whoa! I thought I was gonna fall there. Okay. What am I missing from the central surround? This is the surround. Oh, I see what I'm missing. There it is. Okay. Did that quickly. Okay. Let me... Alright, let's start from here. Start from here and work our way around town. Nice. Reset position. Ooh. Hell yeah, now we're starting. As if we had to start before. We're only 51% though with the way there. Now we're just starting. Missed the spots. Okay. Balcony trim's fine. What about the other side? Oh boy. Okay, yeah, we gotta do this. We gotta do this shenanigans. Reset position. What? Oh, I was pressing. Every time I just slightly press the right trigger and it's like, nope, okay, you don't want to do it anymore. Not exactly what I had in mind. Okay, oh boy. No! Hold on. Pick up the ladder. That ladder's in the way and it's annoying. Okay. And actually, this works better. This works better for my needs. Hell yeah. Nice. Oh, look at that window getting clean. Look at how shiny it is. Oh my god. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love that for me. I feel like that's been the majority of my commentary today. Is like, oh, beautiful. Love it. But that really is how I feel about this game, you know? It's just like, man, it's really nice just kind of from dirty to clean. Simulation. I mean, yeah, it's like, sure, it's a simulation, but it is still kind of nice just to be able to kind of see that. See all your work, all your fruits of your labor, being rewarded. Really nice. Yeah. Position. There we go. Yikes. Actually, let me reset position. It's kind of awkward. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. And reset position again, and we'll start from here. I gotta make sure the ladder doesn't like block the way though, because I feel like it's gonna. It does do that, but not during that case, so I think we should be fine. Oh, that was good. That was good content right there. Oh, actually, yes, reset position. That was actually probably good for me anyway. Oh, I got something. The side can't be trimmed. Nice. Reset position. Oh no. Actually, you know what? That's fine too. That's probably fine. Here, let me. Can I move you over here? Yeah, that's probably better. Oh, can I get that little area? Yep, okay, we're good. Yes, nice. Slowly but surely. Getting through everything. Position. Oh, look, it's nice. Now we got the nice Art Deco windows. That's what you like to see. How do people live like this, by the way? How does, I mean, I know the whole storyline was, right, the whole thing, the whole reason why, oh no, the whole reason why everything was so dirty was because of the whole volcano thing or whatever that was erupting. Like, that was kind of part of it. But even then, it's just like, how do you let these things get so dirty? I don't understand. Shaking my head. But it's okay, because it gives me more business opportunities. There is that aspect of it. Where I'm just like, well, on the one hand, y'all, like that one meme of, bitch, you live like this? On the other hand, it's just like, also, it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, thanks for the money. Actually, yes, okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, what's happening? Oh, the volcano's fine. Okay, thank goodness. Thank you, Calvin Miller, who I remember you're the volcano person. You're the volcanologist, or whatever the heck those are called. Thanks, son. Good to not be late tonight. Thanks, Leonard. You don't have to say that in the public chat. But that is, like, actually, like, how, like, most older people would use that kind of technology. It's like, oh, yeah, they don't understand that. It's like, you know, public facing that, you know, everybody can see that. They're like, oh, yeah, don't forget, son, come over, meatloaf. At least he didn't reveal too many personal informations, you know. At least it wasn't discriminating. At least it wasn't racist. That's a low bar, but man, our country, you know. Anyway. let me see. Got some here. Let me move this. Oh boy. Rotate. No, that's the wrong way. Right over here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Make my way. Oh my god, there was so much that I just completely missed over there. Let me get that first. Alright. Place myself accordingly. Wow, dude, how did I thought I already got this. How did I completely miss this area? That's really a that's unfortunate. That is a shame. Shame on me. Shame on me for not being the efficient power washer that I thought I was. I remember I'm like on a knife's edge right now. Gotta be a bit careful about how I'm doing this. Nice. Okay, there we go. Let me just go here. This area. Let me get this. Let me get this first, and then we'll get the floor, and then we'll start kind of working our way down. I think from here we should be good in terms of topology or like top areas. There has to be a... Hold on, let me reset again. Right here, okay. Working here. Hold on, this point is best. There we go, that's better. That's better. Spot there, reset. Reset. There we go. Yeah, and then it's just like that little area. So it's like, nope. Okay, you're good. Never mind. Okay. Good there. Okay. I'm working my way back down. Okay, so actually, hold on. One step below. Yeah, this area. That's kind of been driving me insane, actually. Low key. Low key. Nice, there we go, we got that. Okay, hold on, I gotta work my way down again. Or I can do it from here, actually. Well, maybe. Yeah, I can do it from here. Perfect. Okay, come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that was a better place to do it anyway. Okay. Let me see. Maybe from over here. Let me reset my position again. What am I picking up? Oh, what the heck? That's random. It's a ladder from all the way over there. Like, yeah, okay, it's good. That's fine. I'm just using my telekinesis powers. No big deal. NBD. Nice, got that out of the way. Okay. And for some reason I can't reach that area. Love that for me. This there. Ooh, I'm stuck. Okay. Ay. Here. This is a good time for me to just kind of hop off and just YOLO. Oof, my ankles. Okay. Let me guess. Yep, I knew it. I was going to say the underside of this is probably not looking good. Get that first. There we go. Beautiful. Here. Right, so I think this is where I was words. This is where I was last time before I fell. So, careful not to do that again. This is, you know, I said I was gonna end soon. That was an hour ago. We are now at 3 hours. We're 2/3 of the way done, so I feel like we're at a pretty good pace. I think we can get this done, hopefully soon. good there. Nice. The windows are good. Walls are good. That's good. I think we're good here. Second floor seems like it's all good. Nope, just kidding. Ha 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 ha. Nope. Never mind. Second floor is not all good. Come on, second floor. A little edge here. I feel like that's going to be a little bit of annoyance if I don't do that. Don't fall off the edge. Let me crouch down for a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like this area might be a little bit, maybe a little bit iffy. But I think we're almost good. Yep, we're good there. And then this little wall area is good. Okay, perfect. Lovely. And then now I think that means that this area should be good? Question mark? I think we're good on that front, which means now we only really have like this, like these areas left. So that is a good sign. So let's get into it. Okay. Starting with these side canopy undersides. Yeah, I think that the undersides here are like what we really have left. Which is good. Let's slowly make our way through that. I gotta get a bit closer. You know, as much as I was extolling my praises on the medium duty, it's still a little bit of a no, it's underwhelming compared to what I was used to in the first game. It's gonna take a little bit though before I get into the professional, back into my true potential, true power. So I'll just have to get used to this in the meantime. And I mean, it's fine because like the jobs they give right now aren't that bad. Whereas we kind of progress later in the game, it's getting a bit more and more harder to clean some of the stuff, which is where the heavy duty stuff comes in. So all good in that front. Oh, what the heck? Here, let me. I don't really need this anymore. Move it over here. Nice. And then I think this is the last underside. So let's just get that taken care of. A little bit. Oh yeah, there's actually a lot of it. Oh, there's still, okay, never mind. We still gotta go all the way around. That's fair. Oh, okay. I was like, how is this not done? Until I realized there's still probably like it's counting like this entire area. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I've really taken care of this side. So yeah, there's still a lot left in this side. And then, yeah, I think this is the last little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, all we gotta do is the walls, which is easier said than done, but let's get into it. Okay. The walls and also the floors. I forgot about the floors. The floors are also going to be kind of a little bit of a pain. I guess I'll just kind of start working on that. Yeah. The little fronts here. A little bit of a pain. A lot of bit of a pain, actually. Yeah, look at that. We're 76%. We're about 3/4 of the way done. A little bit more than. So we are making pretty damn good progress. And we're almost there. Now we can kind of finally see what the structure is supposed to look like, which is not just all dirt, like all black. It's supposed to be more than that. Going back, and I know this is a discussion that I had a long time back. This is but kind of diving back into that. Like I mentioned TV shows, like I don't really watch that many in the first place, or I'm not really cultured and stuff. There is one, actually, I say that, but I still haven't really watched it, so like it's still one that I'm not too familiar with. But I watched clips of it, I've watched a few episodes, so I'm kind of familiar with it, and I have a freaking sticker of it on my water bottle, so I feel like I should be like obligated to be like, yeah, I'm a fan of the series. But if y'all know about Smiling Friends, the season 3 is currently airing right now. I think it's like every Sunday on Adult Swim, and so it's been slowly releasing episodes weekly. It's not like most things nowadays where it's like it just releases all at once in batch and like a binging thing. It's like, no, we're just gonna release it weekly, just like classic TV. So I've been, well, that's the thing. Like I don't have cable TV and I don't have HBO Max or whatever the heck that one is. I do have a few streaming services, and I say I very loosely because I just kind of mooch off my mom's, like Netflix and like I think we still have Disney Plus, although she may have canceled that at this point. But I don't have the one that the Smiling Friends is on, so I haven't been really able to watch episodes. But I was able to watch the first episodes of the new season through other means. I haven't been able to get the other episodes yet. What's happening? The beam's gone because someone stole the mermaid jams. The merman jams. Oh no, not the mermaid jams. Oh, right. Oh, I remember cleaning that from way before. Uh-oh. They're gone now. That's not great. That's not what you want to see if you're us. Okay. I'm sure that'll be a major plot point later. But yeah, Smiling Friends. Yeah. I alluded to a bit, I think, when I was doing the last Kemono Friends playthrough, the last Kemono Friends stream, I voiced one of the characters like Alan. Oh, I can't. Oh, whatever, the sarcastic-ish voice. So I am familiar with the characters, I'm familiar with some of the stories, I'm familiar with some of that. I don't know. It's good. It's good. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite thing, but it's still pretty fun. It's fun enough, and I like it enough to have it dedicated to some of my space on my water bottle for what it's worth. So it means it's good for something. But yeah, I know that the second episode, the one 2 weeks ago, was the Mr. Frog episode. The obligatory Mr. Frog episode. It feels like each season's second episode is like the Mr. Frog episode. This one was that. And I've watched enough clips and pieced together enough information to get the general idea, which it feels like that's kind of how I've been able to get the information for most of the episodes. I have watched a few episodes just because sometimes they like stream it on like for free, like live streams, that kind of thing. Like I know the Adult Swim channel has been constantly like streaming like a few episodes on loop, like full episodes, so I've watched a few of those. I think that's like the what was it? The Homunculus episode, the one with the brothers or whatever, and then there was the one where they go to Brazil, and then what was the other one? I don't remember, but they do have like episodes that they occasionally stream and stuff. I knocked on the door. There we go. The door's on. Okay. The second episode. And then I think the most recent episode was like the Mole Man one, right? Which I'm not really... I don't know too much about. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I'm not so much of a Smiling Friends fan that I'm just like, I need to like immediately watch the episode or like know what the episode's about. Like, I see it on my For You page because like it's on Twitter because like it's like it knows that I'm kind of interested in that kind of stuff. So I see occasional posts on it here and there, and I've been seeing a lot of like this like one person who like puts their self in certain like scenes and stuff, and I haven't watched like this actual clips of it, but like from seeing people's reactions, people are like, "Ew, why are you doing this? This isn't that funny," that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, generally I'm just like I don't know too much about like, or it's not that I don't know too much about um, episodes. It's just like I kind of learn about stuff through it feels like osmosis, right? It's just like you learn, or like I learn like through clips and like just general like kind of bits and pieces, and then you piece together stuff eventually to the point where you pretty much know the episodes. And the episodes are kind of short, and I mean they're like standard animation length, right? Like 11 minutes ish, so they're pretty short. It does make me think that I probably do need to get into like watching some stuff, like watching popular stuff. But that kind of also requires me to like have streaming services, um, which isn't the best excuse because, like I mentioned, I do mooch off my mom on some of the streaming stuff. So like I do have I have access to Netflix, so I was able to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, and then like I have other stuff as well. So it's like it's not like I'm like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have the paying for it. And like at the end of the day, like that's not really because like I can still like there are other alternative ways you can sail the seventh season, whatever, to really um, watch anything that you're interested in. So it's like if you really want to put the effort, you could. I don't know. I'm just like it's not like I don't have like a like a shortage of options of things to watch anyway. Like heck, there's all these anime that I should honestly should not could be watching that I haven't been. Like the newest episodes of like the new season of Cinderella Grey for Uma Musume is been releasing, and I haven't even watched the newest episodes yet of the current season or core or whatever. Not that I really need to, because I've been reading the manga, so I kind of already know what's gonna happen. And spoiler alert, I already kind of know who's gonna win the Japan Cup. That's the current arc. That doesn't really ruin too much though, because it's still gonna be kind of fun to be able to watch like it being animated. But yeah, I do already know who's gonna win. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but it's definitely interesting, that's for sure. Somebody who's been keeping up with the translations of the Japanese that's been being released in Japanese. In English, the translations. That's the worst way of describing it. I've been reading the scanlations basically, although they're not scanlations because like I think they're very behind at this point. They are slowly catching up though. The team is definitely trying. We are 93% of the way there. We are actually making pretty now. Ever since I finally got all the stuff that isn't the ground floor, after that it's been smooth sailing because now I can just kind of go through here and just kind of walk through the walls and just really easily be able to kind of get stuff. And it has been smooth sailing. So, nice, which is good because I do need to start preparing to go to sleep soon. I feel like an old person being like, it's 10:05 and I need to go to sleep soon. It's like, okay, old man, if you told me this like a few months ago or whatever, like before I started work, I would have been like, what the frick? What kind of freaking old man are you where you have to go to sleep, like start preparing to go to sleep around this time? That's how I live now. That is my life. The life as somebody who has to freaking go to the office by 8. Well, I don't have to get to the office by 8, but like, it's recommended when everybody else in the team kind of gets there around that time, and like, the general office vibe is that everybody gets there super early, because of the nature of the work, people have to get there early, and like we're Western time zone, which also doesn't help, so especially since we're an international company, so that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know, you just kind of have to take it for what it is. It is kind of nice because it does makes me feel kind of healthier knowing that I have to like wake up early and all that stuff, and then it gets me in the good habits of all that. But at the same time, I'm also just not a morning person in general, so it just kind of sucks having to wake up very early and having to drive. Mondays are always, it feels like Mondays are so brutal because it's like, I have to get back to the site, because weekends, I mean, I should probably be a bit better about keeping my sleep schedule on weekends, but I don't really do that well. So it's like I just have to kind of retrain myself to go to sleep early, wake up early, that kind of thing. And I'm just like, I just feel like a dead man walking on Mondays. Especially since I have to go to the office. That's the worst part. If I had to work from home, it'd be a little bit better. The fact that we work from the office on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays is just like, yeah, nope. We are just dealing with the consequences, I guess. I see the end. We are almost there. We have completed the loop. The loop is almost complete. Last little bit here. There we go. Get this last little bit here. I 100% guarantee you there's going to be like some little bit that I missed that I'm going to have to go back and look into. Actually, maybe not. You know what? It doesn't look like it, actually. It looks like this is actually the last little bit. We're actually almost done, surprisingly. Which is kind of crazy. Yeah, and then this is it. Okay. Dude, you know what? Actually, you did a pretty good job. Surprisingly, there isn't any like little like kind of weird nooks and crannies that I missed. We actually got everything that we needed. So that's good. What am I missing? The first floor. Oh, wait, hold on. There's one little thing I missed. What did I miss? Is it this? The first floor window frame. Oh, okay. Apparently there's something I missed here. I'm gonna do... What did I miss? What did I miss? Wait, what? Apparently I missed a lot. Hold on. What did I miss? Oh, I see what I missed. I see what I missed. Okay, wait, what? Oh, it isn't. Huh? Wait, what did I miss? Yeah, but where's the dirt, ma'am? Where's the leak, ma'am? Weird. Maybe it is this area. I don't know, I'm not seeing where the dirt is. Unless, is this the right one? Is this the right, hold on, is this the right one? It is. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing anywhere where it would be. Oh, okay, I got it. Apparently I got it. Great. Alright, let's watch the last time lapse. Look at that. Wow. Good stuff. Excellent job, Sprucey. Spotless house. Now you just gotta find Karen. Isn't that gonna be that's gonna be an ordeal in itself. Alright. Well. Good stuff. Alright, well. That was Power Wash Simulator. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, we'll see what, if I do ever get back to streaming this game. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna be doing that. I'm definitely gonna finish this, for sure. Whether or not that's gonna be on stream or not, is yet to say, but who knows? Who knows indeed. So, going back to my just chatting, and yeah, that is gonna be it for today. I need to get back to sleep. I need to go to work tomorrow, unfortunately. That is how life works. But as for future announcements and or things to talk about, I'll most likely be doing a stream tomorrow. No guarantees, but most likely. Saturday is looking less likely just because I think I mentioned I have stuff to do. I don't know how long the UMA stuff is going to go. Maybe I might have time to do a stream on Saturday, but I might be doing some shenanigans later after that. So I don't know if there's going to be anything for that. And then Sunday, I'm like 90% sure I'm not going to be streaming just because Sunday Night Football. So I'm going to be busy with that. So yeah, that's I guess like a preview of what the next few days are going to look like. That's kind of why I wanted to do something today, just knowing that I probably won't be doing anything on Saturday or Sunday. I just kind of wanted to make up for that. So let me double check something real quick before I sign off. Yeah, I think we're good there. So thank you all so much for watching. This has been Shino the Penguin, as always. And I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. And if not, have a good weekend. And go Pack Go. let's leave it at that. Thanks, y'all.